welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK, and welcome back to the Feywild. Very chilled out, foresty Feywild at the moment. Yeah. It's got one of those things on Sirenscape, it lied to me. It's like, the music of thither. Haha, it's not music at all. Woo! How Fey.
How Fey.
How Fey. There you go. This
battle music for the...
I mean, yeah, dramatic. Aftermath of a dramatic moment. Okay, my friends. So, yes, welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are without Floridians, I'm afraid. So, that is okay, because we have these.
The giant crocodile got them.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, aren't Floridians the things that give us the Force?
The Floridian count is low today, I'm sorry.
Wait, we might screw up then. Oh no.
Right.
But we have these two lovely people, so do not fear, my friends. And all of you over there in chat, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, special thank you to Hooli and all of the heroes and hooligans for that raid right into the starting screen. A fantastic way to get things started. And as that fellow before, I don't know who he was, sorry, excuse the slight interruption to services there. As he was spouting on about, we are brought to you by lots of lovely people, not least CZRPG, who is giving away a big urban and wilderness encounter bundle, big chunky bundle this week. If you have one already, you can chill because it's the same one. But yes, it is lots of cool maps and things in this one, so do jump in that exclamation mark, enter, like our good friend Baron Dragonborn. Speaking of, impending Dragonborn royalty very soon, he thinks. Just gonna drop that in there. Just gonna drop that in there.
Just like sprinkle.
As you can see, Baron, neither of our lovely players have crystals at all. No, look at them. Or did I miss some before? Sorry, I wasn't watching. Were people doing nice things?
I have given crystals like twice.
To yourself? Rude.
And no, to you. I gave you a disadvantage crystal, and I gave an advantage crystal to Mike. And like, you didn't register it, and I'm like,
oh, I'm so sorry.
Do I say anything?
Yeah, please do.
It's okay.
Shout to me.
Yeah, Baron.
I feel bad.
We ain't gonna turn him away, Baron. Nope.
お願いしますください2人だけから助けてくれ
Look at them.
This
Look
is
at
really
them.
the campaign where we're coming up to Baron's windshield and like wiping it with the newspaper. Give me $1. Give me $1. Give me an advantage crystal.
Just a crystal. Just one.
Just a crystal. One crystal.
Okay. Actually, speaking of asking for kindness and things that could be given by those lovely people in chat, we are but 4 4 followers away from 1.6 thousand
Dun, dun,
followers, which is incredible. So if you are not already, please do give us a follow and support the channel. It is an absolute pleasure to have so many people in already. Unbelievable. But thank you so much to everyone. And I cannot wait to continue our adventures together, starting today. Now, as I was saying, yes, CZRPG giveaway, jump in on that. We will draw the winner at the end. Be in chat. Even if you're lurking, that's fine. And the improved chat. You get a crystal. And
you get a crystal. And you get a crystal.
That's when the DM switches. It changes to that gif of bees.
Funny you should say that.
To unleash the Avernus hell wasps.
I'm wearing the Hello Bees shirt.
Yay! Right, nice. Okay, so my friends, last time we were here, our adventurers regrouped on the shores of the Wayward Pool in the bottom of the map there, and they returned to the crashed airship that was the lair of a hag. The maid aspect, okay, the maiden fair, if you will. It's like the hair in the maiden fair, not the bear this time. And
nicely done.
Their evil Harangon bandit leader nemesis, the terrible Agdon Longscuff. There was a perfect combination of stealth and rage as Emin snuck around to the heavy machinery and the heavy weaponry at the front of the ship, and Daisha basically Kool-Aided her way through the door and into the combats there. And Agdon Longscuff, much to the joy of the players, chat, and the world in general, was defeated.
And everyone who DM'd me.
And everyone who DM'd Scarlet, thank you. Thank you for keeping me in the loop. Oh no, the hag! I know, there was a hag. It was the maiden aspect of Zabilna, who is
dun
separated and scattered through the realm, but our adventurers are working on returning her to Prismea, that she might defeat, I'll help them defeat this evil Hourglass Coven and return things to how they once were. Now, they saw her leave as she splashed into the waters and joined once again with Prismea. And not before she gave Emin a present, because as Corey had rightfully noticed, there is a curse in effect on his brother and the other members of the Getaway Gang, or one of the members of the Getaway Gang, at Little Oak, up there in the top of the map. And they are planning to work together to storm Loomlurch and rescue the children who are being forced to labor away in Skabatha Nightshade's toy workshop, where she builds evil toys to scatter through the realms to traumatize children, and may or may not be the key supplier to one Blinsky in Barovia. I'm not sure. It's just too similar.
Sus.
Also, I'm quite interested that they, Nightshade is definitely a popular hag name.
It's definitely got that token evil bad guy, like Nightshade, Darkhold.
Because it's Granny.
Evil guy.
Because it's Granny Nightshade. I believe it's Granny Nightshade in the Dreadwood as well, just south of Saltmarsh in Greyhawk.
I wonder if it's because it's a night. What is it? It's the kind of hag as well.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like Sensei. You have to add it on. It's like a title.
It's not actually a name.
A last name.
It's an honorific.
Right.
So Granny Nightshade just doesn't have a name at all. She's just two titles.
No.
Right.
She's just Granny Nightshade is the breath in between.
Right. Granny Nightshade is like saying Mrs. Teacher.
Basically.
Scarlet and I have probably both had that.
Yes. Nankai mo.
Mr. Teacher. John Teacher.
Mr. Teacher. Was it? I got called Misty, like multiple times.
That's cute.
Because of my last name. It starts with a T, and I'm like, I'm gonna teach you this word, Misty. And they're like, Misty, and I'm like, oh no.
Indeed. My wife, when she was my girlfriend and then fiance, enjoyed being Mieko Sensei because she's a Suzuki, and there are Suzukis everywhere. So if you're a Suzuki Sensei, you get called by your first name. So she very much
Right.
enjoyed being Mieko Sensei, which quickly stopped when she became Loins Sensei because it was just too interesting. Why does our social studies teacher have a katakana name? What's going on? Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
Excuse us, folks. Thank you. So yes, do. How far did I talk to? I can't remember.
Completely apropos of nothing, but simply because you brought it up and I've never put it together. Your last name, Loins, any relation to the sirloin who popularized the cut of beef? No, seriously, that was really where that came from.
Okay,
Sirloin.
spelling's different.
Yeah.
So it is a French name. There is a Comtesse de Loins in Paris that my sister has met.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shiz.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So anyway,
Nice.
yes.
You were up to the part where
Cursed
Emin had given.
siblings.
Yep.
Speaking of cursed siblings, cursed siblings.
Curses.
Yes, and she gave Emin a small amber pendant and instructed him to destroy it to remove said curse from whichever member of the getaway gang it is. Although she seemed to allude it was Emin's brother as well, and she delightedly suggested doing it in front of Scabatha Nightshade just to really rub it in.
It's like, by the way.
Hey, Mac. Okay,
Hey,
so,
Mac.
my friends, this is where we rejoin the party. Willie, actually, Corey, because you missed last time, where would you like to rejoin? Do you want to rejoin on the airship, or are we back at Loomlurch? Oh, sorry, at Little Loke? Or what?
One
do you
thing
think?
I
Well,
wanted to
both of you, both of
clarify.
you.
Did we obtain Clapperclaw's head? Because that was something stolen by Agdon Longstaff.
I'm trying to remember. I was thinking his head was the oil can.
His
But
head
that was not the
was
It was a
case.
stag
a
skull.
gourd.
Yeah.
It was a stag
okay.
skull?
Yeah,
And
so
he has a gourd right now.
we got swept up in the joy of destroying Agdon Longstaff.
No, I
but-
would have done the same if I was there.
Yeah. Let's say it was mounted on the wall in the captain's cabin and has been retrieved. Yes.
Correct. Yes, we found Clapperclaw's head. Yeah, it is right here, see?
It's larger than I would have expected, honestly.
It's
Ah,
gonna look
yeah,
strange
yeah.
on Clapperclaw's body.
Hop. Corey observes the head, puts like a firm, like sort of contemplative look, and then tries to comprehend how the hell the stag's head fits on the body. Like, does it hover there? Is there a connective root tissue? Like, what's going on?
Well, let's have a look at Clapperclaw as is. It's tricky to tell because his body's just it's just like
Yep.
attached to the top. It's not hovering.
Attached. Yep. Nee, the claw.
It moves. Okay.
Yeah, it is probably just a certain kind of magic. Who knows how it is attached so long as it works, yeah?
That's fair.
Actually, the reason I opened this stat block is I want to see if he's small or medium. Yeah, he's small. So he's small with this antler's skull.
I love that.
Okay. So yes, Vili and yes, Corey, you do have that retrieved and
Okay.
in your possession.
Alright. So, just to make sure I'm fully caught up, we dealt with the bunny, we dealt with the maiden, we are now on the ship, we have the means in which to restore Maxi to their proper, what's the word for it? Uncursedness?
State, yes. natural state, yes.
Their natural, unhaggard state. And then all we have to do, and we still have plans to enter Loomlurch, free a hero. We know, don't lose that unicorn horn.
Yes.
That is officially nope. That's
Yeah.
officially
I have the alicorn right here. Yeah, it is in a very safe place, right next to
Good.
my chest.
good. And then and we have several evil bad guys in order to pass, in order to get to the actual Zybilna form. Is that what I'm picking up?
I'm thinking so. I'm trying to remember, where did we leave Clabberclaw? Did we leave him,
He'll be at Little Oak.
Okay.
He'll be at Little Oak, and then Squirt was one of the getaway gang.
Yes.
Who is our guide for...
Yeah, 'cause they came to Wayward Pool, and they were chased by a monster, quote-unquote. And Maxie and Squirt were separated. And they lost Squirt.
All right,
Maxie,
and we
Maxie,
found Squirt.
Yeah, Maxie came back later, but Squirt was lost, and you found them locked in a drawer of the desk.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All right.
They were locked in a drawer of a desk.
Yeah. So that is where we are, my friends, and we shall meet these two fine people properly in just a moment, as we jump into Wild
You done?
Beyond the Witchlights. And welcome back. Now, there we go, my friends. Speaking of said friends, who art thou, Corey?
Hello.
Hi.
Without the mask on, I'm Scarlet Song, she, her. Artist from Melbourne, Australia, GM and podcast host, but more on that later. And with the mask on, I am Corey, Ranger of the Feywilds, with some hair that has a bit of a possessive problem. Just a little bit. And good companions such as my dearest darling Snoodle and my dearest darling Juniper. You did very well in that situation, dear.
I think you left Juniper with Deadlock as well, I think. Definitely
I was
the
talking
way
to
forward.
Snoodle.
Yeah.
Yep. And as in this situation, since I missed last session, Corey is kind of, honestly, I think she's feeling just a sense of satisfied bloodlust that could only realistically be depicted as Fae. Honestly, like there's a way after the battle, after like this bunny has just taken the hit, where, question, what happened to Agdon Longscarf's entire form? Did he like dissipate into ether? Or...
We gave him a Viking funeral. We put him out, set him on fire. All of his servants and his wealth went down with him into the lake.
Okay. The reason I ask is because I was wanting to ask about the scarf.
Really?
As Corey looks around for the scarf, Willie turns and he presents folded up in half and half and half, right? No, folded up. And you see that the entire thing has been painstakingly and lovingly a spell has been worked on it to clean it and make it look nice. And Willie presents it to Corey. Corey, I present you the trophy of your fallen enemy. I know times before we have had harsh words. May this token of your victory be a peace offering between the two of us. The scarf of Agdon Longscarf. And hands it over to Corey.
Corey honestly is like very touched. And as she goes to take the scarf, she pats the top of Lily's hand and goes, "Our victory, dear."
Yeah, but it is... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But the joy of the battle, I wish to you.
And looking at Kore's face post this battle and post the death of the fucking bunny, you will notice that honestly, she looks a little bit more Fae-like than before. Like, there's definitely accentuated features. There's a sharpness in the eyes that only kind of comes, and you would have interacted with it more and more as we've been in these wilds. There's a kind of sharpness that only comes over her when she's used something like primal savagery. That is so viciously Fae, and then it fades, and she looks at the scarf and goes, I have an idea about this.
Yeah?
And I have plans for our next break later with that scarf.
Thanks for the memory, Papa Dragon. I remember diving and face planting for it too.
Lest we forget.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lest we
well,
forget.
now we won't. It's
And the 5 foot of fairy fire.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
So
now
close.
in the Gestalt memory. Thanks.
So close, so close.
What do you have planned? Or is it going to be a surprise, Koi?
Well, I'm going to make us some presents.
Go! Oh, very nice. There's a lot of materials there. I'm sure there's going to be a most fabulous set of gifts. Hanged in long scarf. It seems an ignominious end to what, after all, was such a fine opponent. Maybe I shall do your enemy the service of memorializing him in a story. I think there are those that might appreciate tales of the rabbit being the thief and stealing things, but this is so exceptional, just so over the top, don't you think? A bandit robbing from people? Maybe a little bunny in a farmer's little garden, and he just has a little tiny cottontail, and he just steals little carrots and cabbages. Yeah, I am thinking I am going to write this.
I think that blue
This
scarf would make a nice
sounds
little
lovely.
waistcoat. Yeah.
Yes, it would. It is blue.
Okay.
Definitely. I see it. I like it. I
So-
can't say... Yes?
That would be a great one shot, actually. Like a bunch of herringons raiding a McGregor's garden.
Can it be a giant's garden? Because I think that's funnier.
Right? It'd be incredible.
I want to be a bunny. I'm in.
Wheels turning.
Yes. As for Corey,
It was great.
she does have...
It was a great session. I have to write some notes. You guys have fun.
Copyright,
As for
copyright.
Corey, she has... As for Corey, she has plans for the scarf that I'll get to when we have a break. That isn't... We're on the move. So
Yes.
when we have like a genuine moment of rest.
Mm.
And as for the ship itself, the thing that I was going to actually ask is the ship isn't from here, right? Or is it? Is there any sort of markings of where the ship is from after the ship's been explored a little?
Nobody's looked.
Yeah,
I
let's
would like
explore
to.
it. We're gonna open up like a Foot Locker and find like gift pantaloons in it. I just know it. End up on the Rock of Brawl on this thing. Yeah, we'll start.
It's gonna be a little...
Willie, after he puts
Yep.
the notes in for his tribute to Hanged in Longscar, will
Mm.
assist in searching the remains of the
Yes.
ship.
Speaking of Willie,
Yes, sir.
who the hell are you?
Yeah.
I am just a lonely little human warlock looking for his patron. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I am DM Charlie. If you don't know that by now, then where the hell have you been? I am in the real world an accountant for the government. I am also a pro DM. You'll get the whole commercial at the end of the thing. But I am playing Willie Grimm, as I said, a human fae touched warlock seeking his patron. And right now I am searching through the whole of this vessel after giving the gigantic scarf over to Koi and writing a little story. He is kind of in a manic mood because everything for once is going right in this cuckoo place.
Yes. Did you get the same burst of, ooh, yes, the power from this Zabilna being returned?
It was a similar experience to in Hither, yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
Yeah.
So you're
It's,
running off a like, oh yeah, things are going well.
Just once more. I just need to connect with Prismia. Just one more time, please. I will do anything for it.
Well,
Just a little bit of connection.
Convenient. There is a crone out there somewhere.
There's.
Right.
We have
At
found
least
them.
one
I
more
am a
time. One more
government
time.
being counter 491. Phantom. Yeah. So no, we will start searching
Yeah.
the ship for anything else. We had searched Corey.
Okay.
Igglewiv's desk and
Yep.
and that is where we found Squirt, and we found some garnets, some exceptionally sized garnets, and
That's
a
heavy.
magic compass that only points currently up left. We hadn't really had the chance to
I
look
mean, it
into
probably
that, look into that.
maybe it points home. If it's up
Home.
left, the
Oh.
Zabilna.
Oh,
If it's up left.
maybe.
I'm not sure. This is in Dan's thing, so it probably points to the second star on the left.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cute. That's cute.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
No, I know exactly what it's pointing at.
Okay, cool,
This
cool.
is very
Excellent.
specific.
Okay.
They also heard, Corey, that if they do use Squirt, actually, I think this might have been 2 weeks ago when you were there. If they find Squirt and can get through to Yon,
Yep.
in Yon there is a Dandelion Night.
Yes, I did hear that.
Okay, sorry, I was forgetting how long ago that
I
was.
can't wait for the art. I
It's-
have a good vibe. What does Squirt look like, by the way?
I can show you.
Yes, please.
It's slightly scary.
Oh, I love it already.
Oh no, the Salpig. Salpig's scarier. Go away. Do you remember remember Salpig? The the thief.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ghoul with the pig mask.
Yes. What is it?
Actually,
Terrifying, but like, yes, terrifying.
All three of them, to be fair.
Oh, Squirt the. Oh, what's it?
Yeah. Never
that's the Coven's
changed,
thieves,
Scarlet.
It's like okay, but it's the kind of like old 19 early like Technicolor movie magic kind of scary puppet thing. It's got Labyrinth vibes. I can't not love that thing.
Bit of a jack-o'-lantern face, really. And it hovers.
No.
It has a hover speed.
It has a hover speed. It's a flying oil can. Are you kidding me?
I picture Squirt kind of has the voice like the caterpillar at the start of Labyrinth.
Right?
You know?
That's what I was
Come on
thinking.
in, have a spot of tea, meet the missus.
Meet the missus.
Have a cuppa.
Have a cuppa. Oh, I love them.
All right, so this
All right.
this back cabin doesn't look like Corey's in it, but this back cabin, this was the office that we had searched, correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you are?
I am
yes.
in the. I am currently looking at the inside of. Oh, actually, there's a whole bunch of bones and stuff in there. And it looks like. So I'm looking at the ship right now, and it's a bunch of bones. And okay, I am not looking at the bunch of bones anymore.
Yeah,
So-
they went through that room.
Okay, cool. The reason I was asking is like if I could guess what the species of the creatures were
Ah, okay.
via tracking skills
Medicine.
and or medicine.
Yep.
Okay. Can do. I caved and I paid for digital dice.
Here, let's put
Which are already treating me very well.
Ooh.
22.
let's put Emin in the bed and Daisha in the hammock. There we go.
They're taking a nap. I can picture that. Daisha's just like post zoomies,
Right,
that
just going-
exhaustion sugar crash. Just
yeah.
like,
some kind of elf.
Ooh, lovely. And do I recognize any of the writing, or is it in a language that I don't quite understand?
Do you know Sylvan?
I do.
Then yeah. I mean, there aren't many documents and things around.
Okay. No captain's log. It's been 5 days since we've moored on the unicorn shore.
No, it seems like they were running quiet.
Interesting. Alright. Awesome. Well, aside from that sort of stuff, I guess I look over to Villy, and if we've picked the place clean, for lack of a better word, do you feel any better for having Zybilna return?
So you go back on the deck?
Yeah, I'm talking to Villy. Specifically, there's a couple of things Corey's wanting to check up on you for. It is things to do with Zybilna finding out that she's because Corey would have mentioned that she was a stepsister of the hags, right?
Yes.
The Zybilna is.
Zybilna is, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, knew that. Pick that up,
Yep.
Read it in the notes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Corey is checking on you.
What seems to be wrong, Corey? You seem concerned.
Well, I mean, there's just been a lot recently. We had a whole... I feel like when we were split up, I just got all of this... We just learned so much, and there was just all up in my head. And then we came back, and there was a rapt involved, and, you know, the rest. But, are you doing all right?
Oh! Yeah. The confusions, the conundrums that I was languishing under after our interaction with let us say, the facet that we shall call Tasha, that was confusing and disconcerting, especially the intimations that I maybe had been duped, and my patron was in fact a hag of ill repute and terrible legends, Baba Yaga. But I am thinking now that, like most hags do, this was a lie, and I am on the right track, restoring my true patron, Zybilna. And indeed, after this last interaction with the one who was ill with, the Witch Queen, I am thinking, while this is challenging, it will not nearly be so terrifying as I was afraid. I was thinking we would have to come at this problem with steel and might and great magics. But it seems as though we might actually be able to get this done simply by using our wits and intelligence. 2 times we have seen the aspects of Zybilna restored simply through simple conversation and revealing the perfidy of her stepsisters. 9. I am feeling quite positive. And indeed, if you look around the terrain, I think this mood is affecting the land too. I think that while this is not the beginning of the end, I definitely think we are at the end of the beginning, and the tides are going to turn in our favor, Corey.
Sorry, the dramatic music is like hitting me like super hard right now.
It's
so
the
much.
Sirenscape muse effect. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Corey you see her kind of fiddle around, and she like gives a stray vine out of her hair a light tug in affection. Just be careful of losing yourself.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get lost here.
You know, Corey, we have never ever shared confidences at as levels that I think that maybe has been shared amongst other snoozing members of our fellowship. Without being rude, I think I understand. What is the deal with your hair? It is is it another person? I am not understanding. Do you languish under a curse?
Oh, no.
I want to
No curses.
understand.
Corey, as he says that, the two of you come out onto the deck,
Mm-hmm.
and Willie comes up. Sorry, I got the tokens the wrong way around there. Willie comes up behind you. Yeah, you kind of stepped out ahead of him, and Willie's there in the doorway up to the captain's chambers there, and it's pulling the door closed behind him, and it's weird without much of a wind or anything. Your hair just gets tangled up and just blows all in your face.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Yeah, it is though your hair has, Willie. It is though it has a mind of its own. And I am quite certain I am not seeing things.
What do you do, Corey, when it just blows all in front of you?
I put out a soft hand, and as it blows in, and Corey can probably tell the difference with a passive perception of hers, which one is wind and which one is hair gone loose and a little bit wild.
Hair
There's
gone
a
wild.
deep sigh, and it goes, now. You saved both our lives by this point.
And the hair
going to be-
resists. Sorry, please.
Yep.
As I say, the hair resists moving. But
Are
then,
you
as
going to be good, or are you going to suffer with pride again? God knows how many times that's happened.
and the resistance goes out of it, and you push it out of your face. And as Willie closes the door, you see what happened. As there, emblazoned on the door, which none of you had seen because the maiden came out and the door had been open and hidden it. But as Willie closes it, you see it for the first time. There is the unmistakable mark of the Royal Navy, of the Queen of Air and Darkness.
I see.
I don't even know what's happening, and I've got goosebumps.
Also, Science fault.
Right.
Scar saves my point right now. There's like a sigh. I can only protect you so much. You've seen me fall multiple times, dear. Without allies, I may fall again, and neither of us will get up. No matter how much you want otherwise. Be kind. They've earned this.
It seems his own house and the Palace of the Winter Court are both looking for him.
What did you do? You bloody idiot.
There's a slightly kind of prideful, like rustling, like almost like a ruffling of the feathers.
Oh, come off it, you bloody peacock.
Corey, if by
Lily?
my actions, or by even my dying, I pledge to you, assist you in whatever this goal is, I will do it. But answer me one thing. Who the hell is on your head?
My best friend.
Oh,
I have wandered for many, many, many times. Yeah. I'm human. I have always been human. Mostly. But it's been a long time. Been a long time.
I don't understand, but I want to. I see. You will tell me in your own good time, but you
Oh,
may count on me
it's-
like a brother.
Does that mean I get to fight with you like one?
You have been already, but Emin is my brother. You will be my sister. Vaisha, more like a friendly family pet, but
Hey!
part of my new family.
Give her some
Go back
more
to sleep,
credit,
You're
dear.
tired after your zoomies.
I will tell you. I can't tell you everything, for things in confidence are confidence. I can tell you that I am older than you think, and I have seen more than you can possibly imagine.
Willie will peer really closely at Corey's eyes and like the wrinkles around the corners of the eyes and say, "Oh, so you mean you are older than 27?"
You, as Corey starts talking about this tinkling kind of almost crystalline sound starts to happen, and you see her hair just resist the frosted tips joke. Resist the frosted tips joke.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Just starts to almost just ice over, just like those like hoarfrost crystals, like just coming off each strand of hair, and you can see it like flowing down her side, and you see the deck at her feet starting to frost over.
Oh, it's interesting. Is this chilling effect? I do you know what it is communicating? Some sort of displeasure?
Oh, most likely. Is it displeasure, dear?
Cold indifference.
Oh, so is your friend not liking the fact that I am offering allyship and friendship? Maybe a little bit jealous.
Yes, definitely. Always has been the jealous source. But given your exes that we have encountered, dear, you really shouldn't.
Oh.
I have spent
Corey.
more time here. Yes.
Sorry, my bad. The only other time you've seen this kind of reaction was caution as well.
Yeah. As I mentioned, cannot say very much. I can tell you that when I was much younger, small, spry, I met a friend and became lost. And time passed. But not in this realm. The Feywilds extend far, and there are such sights, such beautiful, gorgeous sights that I have seen with these eyes. And encountering time passing is something I'm very used to. I understand Emin's plight, potentially more than Emin does. Coming back to something and realizing you're not the same. And it isn't either. People move on, people are gone. And yet there are wilds there. And that is somewhat eternal. My hair is a friend. He is a darling. He protects me, which you've seen. But I don't know what's happened. I have no idea what happened to make him this way, because his form was not always like this.
Did you just wake up one day and suddenly your friend is plant hair?
I'm just going to double check. Phoenix, am I allowed to take liberation with this?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Once, when I was walking through a realm further beyond here, on the edge of the summer and winter courts, I was, as I am now, not that young. I don't know how much time has passed since then. Time is strange, as you know. But I felt a chill in my heart, and a grief strike me. And as I sat and I contemplated this grief, a single seed came on a wind I didn't recognize. It came within my hand and touched my brow, and I knew he was safe.
As though something had happened to your friend, and he was seeking you as a place of respite.
We have always sought each other as respite. When I was young and small, he was my source of fun and joy and protection from something much. And you see her like genuinely start to freeze up and clutch, and you see her hands drift to her abacus, and she just starts clacking very quietly, not even realizing she's doing it. Something much scarier, dear.
Willie gives Corey and the hair a kind of shrewd, speculative look, his lips pursed as he's kind of rolling these things over in his mind. And he asks one question. Phylactery?
No, I don't know what that is.
Ah, I have only read about it. It is a powerful type of magic. Borders from the school of necromancy. When a creature, a mage, seeks to protect their life force, they will pour it into a vessel of great strength and portability that they can secret away and protect with arcane magics and fell creatures, which is known as a phylactery, and it basically holds their life force, allows them to live forever.
I don't think this falls under that, dear. This is not that kind of magic.
Ah, a special kind of magic.
I am not unfamiliar with the ways of death. I don't think I can say much more than that. Sorry.
No, I respect your right to be circumspect. Do you hear those wolves? Those are the first wolves I have heard here in the Feywild.
We have heard that there are werewolves around here.
Yeah, was ist los? You are kidding.
No.
It just gets crazier and crazier in this place.
Willie,
Yeah.
last time you released an aspect of Zybilna back into Prismere, the local hag was very, very angry.
We should get out of Dodge.
I am thinking maybe this would be a good time for us to, as my papa says, a GTFO, which is to get ourselves along the road very quickly.
I like your papa's sayings. Shall we?
Very, very practical man. Very practical. Amen. Daisha, raus! We must be away! Yeah, I think something scary forming in the woods. Yeah, so Willie will start bustling his stuff together and like, is there
So
anything else
quick.
we want to salvage from this ship?
Sorry. If there was any crossbow bolts, any sort of just ammunition, Corey would have picked it up during the search.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah.
Yep. In that case, other than that, getting the hell out.
Yeah.
Getting the 9 hells out.
Okay.
And honestly, as they're running off, Cora has definitely been running her fingers through her leaves, for lack of a better word, just trying to calm herself and Idonius down. I didn't say anything too damaging. You're fine.
And
I
do you
don't know
think,
how we're going to get you back to normal.
with what you're hearing nearby, the reaction might not have been to you?
Oh dear. We should get out. Wait. Do I remember wolves? I definitely remember owlbears. Do I remember wolves?
I mean, you haven't met any yet.
Oh, lovely. Let's get out.
It's too late.
We didn't even move ourselves off the ship because we were waiting for Daisha and Devin to get out of bed. How did they get through? Do all of the dogs have like things strapped to their heads? Please say yes.
Absolutely.
Please say yes.
Absolutely.
Yes! They all have like tied on sticks of tree staff. I love it.
Oh. Sorry, it's quiet for a second for some reason. Okay. So yes, as you turn and you hear this sound, you look towards the tree line, and stepping from between the boughs with a slightly crooked branch tied to their forehead is a horse-sized creature with a strangely human face.
Not again.
As Scabatha Nightshade
Oh, bloody hell.
has sent out
Oh,
her tracking dogs, also known as Yeth Hounds.
Oh, bloody hell.
Have you
you
seen
mean
these
you
things?
mean nope hounds? These are nope hounds, not yeth hounds. Yeah, let's do the yeth hounds.
If you're looking at stream, you'll see in a sec. Sorry, roll 20's being slow.
Alright.
Yes, I've seen the art for these. I love them. They're so dumb. Especially knowing that they have a branch tied to their head. It's so much funnier.
Which I think as they come from the trees, they just angrily shake off.
No, work it, darling. It works for you.
So yes, this strangely humanoid-faced
Oh jeez.
creature,
Yeah.
the size of a horse, comes skulking from the trees. And I would like some initiative, please.
I bet you would.
Come on, me dice. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Where's initiative? Where is initiative? Where are they? Initiative. Oh, I'd like to use the crystal if I got one. I don't think I did though.
No, I think Baron was teasing us.
Okay, the
There's
lies.
all sorts of promises made, but I didn't see any reclaims.
You sound like they don't respect the gifts I give them.
That's
We did make light of it, I'm afraid. What were we thinking?
and then do I have Schnoodle?
Yes. I'm just scrolling through chat again, make sure I didn't miss anything. As apparently I do. There it is. For Corey. And Willie.
Yay!
Sorry, Villy. My bad, sorry.
That is
Yes.
so much better, thank you, Baron.
Oh yeah, you're using it right away?
Yes.
And it's gone.
I rolled a 1.
Thank you, Baron. Oh wow, yeah, that's very different.
One was a 19 and one was a 1.
Let me get you a little crocodile friend.
My baby.
That's one word for it. Schnoodle. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not showing up as like the crocodile thing. Oh, there you go. It's like there he is. So on your initiative, right?
Yep.
And our monster friend here, coming in at a whopping, yeah, middle of the road.
Yikes!
Okay, it is not being stealthy, so you're not surprised. Having got the sense and found its quarry.
How did it have our scent? Is probably my bigger question.
No, I mean, it knew where the maiden was,
Okay.
and Scabatha sensed she had been released.
Pardon me.
Okay, so let's chill the music a sec. Okay, so Corey, you are the fastest to react.
Alright. Corey takes one look at the... How many are there? Or is it just the one?
Just the one. I didn't want to kill you.
Thank you.
Gee, thanks.
I appreciate that.
Just,
Gee, thanks,
I didn't want
that's
to
so
outright
sweet.
kill you. I wanted there to be the threat of the threat of death. Let's put that way.
Don't lie. I didn't want to
Aw,
kill
baby.
you. Yet.
There you go. That's the way. Corey takes one look at Billy and
Actually-
three actions like running or fighting.
Look at it. It is the size of a horse. Jesus!
Oh.
You want to run away from that thing? Oh, that howling! It is terrible.
No, serious question. Running or fighting?
We'll never be able to outrun that monster. We must fight, Corey. We must fight.
Understood.
Sorry, folks. Hard reset. Sirenscape is just glitching the fuck
Very
out for me.
loud.
It's
try that
pretty.
again. None of the levels were set high.
Wow. It's
Sirenscape couldn't
It's
go.
definitely figuring itself out.
Yikes.
It sounds like it's
Oh,
letting
God,
one loose,
it's-
bro.
Okay.
It's
Sorry, buddy.
that breathing. It was like visiting my grandpa at the old folks' home. You know, just let me unplug you there. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Yeah. So
Ah.
drop your volumes down. Drop your volumes down. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
let's
way
see if
down.
it's,
Thank you, much appreciated.
That
All right.
was-
Calm down. folks.
no, we must fight. There's no way we are going to outrun this thing.
All right. In that case, Corey grabs her crossbow and goes, "Snoodle, go for the legs," and fires one, if I can, at the eyes.
Wow. Hang on. Sorry, Chizix. This is awful.
Is it all over the place?
Is it okay for you guys? Is it just playing?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Oh wow,
It's good.
no,
It's
it's got a bunch of distortion and it's cutting in and out for me, which is unfortunately what everyone else can
Really?
hear as well. Sorry guys.
No.
No problem.
Should I just aim to attack?
Yeah, just take your roll and we'll see what's it all about after. Ugh,
Okay.
good lord.
Gosh. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out where all of the stuff is on the dimba.
Let's try something different.
16 to hit.
Nice.
16?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. That's better.
It is better.
Sorry about that, everybody. That hits.
That's fine. Cool. That's... Oh! I'm remembering all of the things I can do now. 9 points of damage. Favored foe. It's the start of the round. I can choose a creature.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I will say one thing because as it was coming out the trees, it was doing that growling and barking.
Yep.
It doesn't get a surprise round, but it did do that as it was approaching. So
Okay.
I do need you both to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, crap. Alright.
Meta, yeah, the F-Hound, Baleful Baying.
Yeah.
Baleful Baying.
Yeah.
Crap. Willie will use
Non-natural
his
20.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll use his crystal and re-roll that wisdom saving throw, because
Okay.
I think that 9 probably wasn't... Oh my god! I rolled the
It's
3
worse.
again. Willie is screwed. Yeah, alright. Same
Oh
thing.
no.
It's brief, but yes, you are frightened. Which I think, I mean, it was,
alright.
you were halfway there already. So
yes, yes. When is Willie not frightened?
you're frightened until the end of the hound's next turn. If you're within 30 feet, you must move away.
I don't
Not
think
within
I am.
30 feet. You're
I
still
measured it.
far enough away.
I was currently at 45, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I'm marking it as my favored foe because I hit it with the attack roll.
Yep.
So it's 9 points of base damage plus 4 points of psychic, and I also get sorry. So 4 from four from favored foe from the weapons damage, so that's piercing, and then 2 psychic damage from dreadful strikes. That's a Feywild feature.
So what's the total?
A grand total of 15.
Noted. Nice.
I remembered I could do things.
Okay, sorted.
And Snoodle, go for the legs, dear, if you can. But I don't think she can get close enough. She's got 40 feet.
Actually, quite possibly. Let me do that for you. Yep, 35 to next to it if you want.
I would like her to stay near the shallows if she can still get
can't.
around them.
She
Is
can't.
she around the shallows?
She can't attack him if he's in the shadows.
Oh no. I'm just double checking because she hasn't moved on my map.
I haven't moved it yet. I'm just checking the distances.
Okay. If I could have her move nearby to that 35, and she's going to do her. I've got to roll the thingy. So many range of things. Let's go. Yeah. So she starts.
How about there?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, she can't reach him there, but I'd like to wait. If the creature gets close enough, Snoodle is going to bite.
I mean, yes, you get attack of opportunity anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, not if they're heading towards us, but like if they're getting close.
Okay.
As the prepared action.
Okay. Just a regular attack.
Well, yeah. Basically getting ready to go home. Nom. I'm picturing Snoodle going Snoodle. Just launch itself off the ship and into the water.
His tail's just like propelling
Yeah.
into the
Like
water.
Tails from Sonic. Yeah. Love it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Go Snoodle, go.
Okay, that brings us to our Hound's turn. It will move next to Schnoodle, so if they want to take a attack of opportunity, the attack,
Yes,
sorry, they
please.
can.
I would like that. I would like Schnoodle to chomp. Oh god, good job, Schnoodle. Schnoodle gets a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Hit. I hit 1.3.
Come on, Schnoodles!
Come on, Schnoodle! What's my proficiency bonus right now? It's +2 still? What's my proficiency bonus right now?
It's at
level
top
4
of your
still?
sheet.
+4. Sorry, the dice is blocking it.
It won't, it won't be +4.
No, sorry, the dice is 4,
Oh, okay.
+2
I
is
was like, wow.
6 points of nom.
6 points of nom damage. Noted.
6 points of nom.
And
And
non-magical.
with my
also.
movement... Yeah, non-magical.
Non-magical and non-silvered.
No, it's non-magical and non-silvered, and with Corey's movement, she's going to try and get a better vantage point. Is there anything I can climb on?
Actually, your shot was as well, wasn't it?
Yes. No. Actually, that's a good point. So it does, because of favored foe, there's psychic damage. Because of dreadful strikes, there's psychic damage on it.
Yeah. How much was just the piercing?
That's an excellent question. Let me check my roll history. I can't check my roll history. How do I check my roll history?
There's little speech bubble next to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign button at the top of the character sheet has all the rolls in.
It's on. I'm using the app, unfortunately.
I do not.
Hang on.
Sorry, I can look. Or have you got it there, Charlie? Because Charlie can see it too.
Oh, yeah, you've got it. Did you do it on D&D Beyond, or did you mean on Roll20?
Did I do it on D&D Beyond? Yeah.
You did. Okay, so we had a 4, a 2, a 1, and an 18, and then another 4. So
And it says what the rolls are, right?
no, you've got custom,
Oh, they're all
and
custom
then
rolls. Okay.
rolled Elder Heart. Yeah, is the 4. Is the last one.
So that was Snoodle.
Okay, and then you did your Wisdom save. You rolled a 4. You rolled a 2. You rolled a 1. You rolled an 18.
Oh gosh, I have no idea.
It's okay.
Hang on.
What's
Yeah.
the average damage
Sorry.
of your crossbow? Let's just say the average.
So I was using my crossbow light. It's a D8 plus. Oh, I forgot to add. So it's D8 plus 4.
Mhm.
So
So
that
6.
would have been. Yep.
Okay, so I'll give it 3 back.
Thank you.
I'll do. Okay.
Magical
And-
weapons. When will I get my magical crossbow?
Now, it doesn't. I was worried for a second it was going to get the attack and the opportunity attack, but holding your action uses your reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, I did realize that.
Oh, thank you, Cousin Daisy. Very kind.
Thank you.
What you doing about
Yeah.
your wholesome person?
Gave
Yeah,
Lily
she-
back their inspiration.
Oh, thank you, Daisy. There it is.
That's her way of saying I need to watch, and return the favor.
I need to. I wonder if I can attack. Oh, it's attack. Sorry. I wonder if I can attach an alert to that. I wonder if there's a way to attach an alert to using the channel points like that, because I need to not miss those. I'll see. I'll look into it. Right. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, as it bounds past, you guys are up on the deck, but as it bounds past Schnoodle there, it leaps towards the water's edge, and then just keeps going because it also has a flying speed.
It what?
It has a flying speed.
The dog flies. Great.
And it flies up onto the deck. Rawr. Next to you here. And Willy, as the frightened one, it's going for you.
Oh, thanks, Baron.
Cheers, Brian. I'll do it in a second. I've seen that one. Okay.
You did it.
So, it goes to bite you, Willy. Ha! That is going to be 14.
Gah! By 1.
Oof. Okay, so that is going to be 7 piercing.
Ah!
And because you are frightened,
What?
14
psychic.
Oh, jeez, Louise, is he down?
Whoa! Okay, Willie looks over at Corey and says, it figures, and promptly collapses over, unconscious.
For love's sake.
Oh, it just got serious.
Yeah, because there's extra because of the frightened thing. Psychic.
Oh, God.
So you just
That's
It's like, I
messed
didn't want to
up.
kill you, he says, subtly, killing us.
being knocked out is not killing. Yet.
Yeah, no, there's a long way to go before Willie's dead.
Specifically 3 turns, because Corey is by herself with a single crocodile too far now.
Well, he got there, so he can get back.
Yep.
Okay, so let me give your inspiration there. Oh, I already had. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Scarlet. There we go.
Yep.
There's Corey's.
Alright, let's
And
do this.
Mac is threatening.
I'm gonna do
Dream Pies.
something fucking stupid. I'm prepared to do something fucking stupid.
Disadvantages for days, please. He's only mostly dead, right, Phantom? Right? Phantom understands.
Alright, hang on.
He only has the one attack you'll be happy to hear.
I am happy to hear that. Corey's gonna do something very stupid in a hot second if this is what I think it. I need to double check how this works. Because either this could be really cool or really.
Mooncloud
Or
beating Max to the punch.
Right, or John trying to figure out how he's going to explain to Colby and Steph why it's a campaign of 2.
So you were sick, right? And so what happened was, they're dead now. What do you mean they're dead? Stuff happened. On a side note, there's going to be like a cute little herringon that's going to be showing up that with a urgency for blood and murder.
Billy,
Yeah.
what moment from your past life flashes before your eyes?
Death throes, death throes, death throes.
As Willie is slipping into the black of unconsciousness, the thought that is going through his head is how this state is starting to become a comfortable old friend, and he's welcomes the opportunity for a bit of shut-eye. Granted, even though it's during the tumult, chaos, confusion, and danger of combat, his buddy's got it. This has turned out fine every single time. Unless this is the times that it doesn't.
I have an interesting point here. DM to DM, that little DM's corner that we have here going on.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mooncloud give me disadvantage. Should I roll twice and take the lower?
That's so mean.
Bring it on, John. Bring it on.
I'm rolling again.
I am. You know what? No risk, no reward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's high stakes. Bring it.
I am so sorry what I'm about to do.
Was that 1 or 2, John? Was that 1 or 2? Now I'm scared shitless. I hate this.
So I'm just taking
You
it.
chose this
Anyone
life.
else?
You literally asked for it just now.
Yes, chat. As requested. Anyone else wants to give you disadvantage? Please do.
Oh, okay. No. We're doing this right.
Inspired evil. That's that's going into the DM Machiavellian book. Yeah, that
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Shit.
It was a very specific roll. Okay, so
Okay.
Corey.
Schnoodle back up on deck. Schnoodle, I feel like wait. Schnoodle.
Get over here.
What? It flies? You mofo in Schnoodle talk. And then came up. And I want Schnoodle within 5 feet of me.
Curse you, hound. Okay, just comes back to you. Just kind of like slithers up over there.
How bad do I want to be? How big is this thing's mouth?
Kind of, horse. Let's keep
Is
the
it
horse
going
analogy.
like R, or is it growling its teeth right now? Is the mouth wide open?
It's
Mouth's probably full of warlock right now, I would think.
well,
Right.
no, it bit down into Willie's shoulder, kind of ragdolled him, threw him against the captain's door, and then it's just turned and it's like growling, but also kind of semi-human grinning with Willie's blood just rolling down its chin.
It was like a terrier in a rat fight, right? That's what it was like.
God.
Ah! Thud.
Okay, the reason I ask is because if its mouth is open, this would be different. Oh man, there's so much
It's on
pressure
cooldown.
right now.
No.
I feel
don't think it's very long. It shouldn't
so
be very
much
long.
pressure. So how many times have you rolled for Billy right now?
Just once. With this.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Okay, cool.
That is vicious.
Well-
That is vicious.
This is
know,
an
and then-
airship. Corey goes, alright, well, this is an airship. And she grabs the hourglass that she got during the thing and throws it directly underneath the thing and summons an air elemental.
Oh Christ. Yes.
No, my original plan with this thing was originally going to throw it directly into the crocodile, but it tore through him, and so I'm happy I got to save it for this.
Rah.
The unconscious form on the deck at your feet lifts a thumb and says,
Yeah.
"Fuck yeah."
Okay, I'm gonna give you the control there.
You got this. You got this.
I'll just stick
Very
it, I'll just stick
essentially,
it all players
guys,
just to be faster.
please fuck off. I am sick of this shit right now. Thank you.
Remember,
Yep.
actually, would you like Willie to control this while he's out?
Yes. Give it to Willie. Have fun.
So Willie,
You're unconscious.
remember,
Let's go.
select the token and then shift double click it.
Oh yeah.
No, I summoned
Really?
this underneath the
Really?
creature.
I love you, such a teacher. Oh my god.
I summoned this underneath the creature because that's where the gem exploded.
Yeah. All right.
It
ooh,
is
and
a large elemental.
comes in.
An elemental can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. So it can enter the space.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
it's in
on
air
on
form.
its turn, yeah.
So it was summoned underneath it. So feel free to interpret that how you will.
Oh yeah. No, I'm.
Because that's my turn in terms of what Corey is doing.
Can I? I wonder if I can. No, I can't.
I'm so sorry if I don't get you back fast enough, honey.
I'll put it kind of like half on it, unless we can see both of them.
Yep.
There.
Cool.
Okay. I'm glad you did that instead of doing a medicine check on Willie.
I mean, that's what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Ah!
It is the Yethan's turn.
No. Snoodle still hasn't gone.
Okay, yep.
Snoodle is officially eating the hound, and since it started in that particular thing, and I don't know if summoning the air elemental underneath it did anything.
Not yet.
I'm like vibrating with like right now.
Good.
Because I'm trying to figure out how does conjure air elementals, because it's under that spell. Conjure. Because I don't know if it does stuff on its turn when it's summoned.
Each creature in the elemental space, if it does its whirlwind thing, which recharges. So I'll let you like it does the whirlwind as it appears. So I'll make that save
Right.
on the Yethound's turn.
Cool. Thank you.
That's
Call
not
forth
how
an
it's supposed to work,
elemental
but-
surge in a 10-foot caved range. Elemental is friendly to you and your companions for the duration. Your concentration is broken. Do you want me to roll initiative for it, or does it?
Oh no, I already have. Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
turn there.
If your concentration is broken. Okay, cool. Thank you.
It works out nicely
thank
for
you.
Charlie controlling because it's right next to Charlie in the turn order.
Yeah, convenient. I'm not screaming deep in my soul right now in panic. Alright, Snoodle has got to roll for ferocity first.
Like story-wise, that worked out perfectly, Charlie, because it like sensed you as the Warlock of Zabelna that's freed her.
Right? No, it totally. I'm down. This is awesome.
You are doing
Alright.
this. Yes.
So, Schnoodle uses an overwhelming attack because
Okay.
it's got the ferocity for it.
Cool.
I'm gonna make it signature attack. Let's go, Schnoodle.
Whoop. Yeah, I'm glad.
It is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Cool. Go, Schnoodle, go! Oh, lordy. I'm, like, shaking. You take... 6 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and the target can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Notice. Which is now. Unfortunately.
Oh, sorry. Not
Until
the start of its
Snoodle's next turn,
The start of Snoodle's next
Okay,
turn,
okay,
yes.
okay. That makes more sense.
Nice.
Whoops.
Cool.
I'm sorry. This is what happens when we have only one healer. Wait, where's my team healer mug?
So just checking, I didn't get disadvantage again. No, okay.
It's not too late, Hal.
I'm actually gonna roll. Okay, it's gonna go for Snoodle.
Okay, please live, baby.
What's Snoodle's stats?
Snoodle has a 16 AC. Snoodle's AC
16.
is higher than mine.
And the hit points?
The hit points are 35.
Jeez. Beefy baby.
Well, if this goes south, you can always make an armored handbag. Meh.
Oh, no, my baby.
Oh, right. So yes, the Earthhound, snarling and still dripping with Willie's blood, turns at the insignificant reptile nibbling at its paw and just goes down to grab it. And that is going to be... Jump. 16 meets it, beats it.
Oh, come on!
But it's not frightened, so it doesn't get the psychic damage.
Oh,
So it's much less effective against people that aren't frightened.
That's fair.
It's going to be 9 piercing.
If only I had... what is it? I'm so used to playing paladins in my head. I'm like, oh, aura. Wait, no aura.
Okay. So yes, it would have been 19, but it's 9 instead. Okay. Which brings us... There's nothing else on its turn. Yeah, that's how...
So, what sort of noise does Snoodle make when...
Snoodle.
Okay.
It's full on Pokemon, just its name.
What is it? What when it's in pain? Snoodle!
Okay. So, Willie, anything else flitting across that fading brain of yours?
Ahead, in Willie's mind, is he on the border ethereal? Is he floating through the astral sea? Doesn't know. Is this just a phantom imagining through his dying organic brain? As ahead of him he sees the magical afterlife of most folks in the Dalelands, the gigantic pretzel gates open, and beyond the gigantic cheddar mountains flowing with ale rivers and trees of bratwurst and the plants that sprout all kinds of pastries and strudels everywhere. And laying there unconscious and dying, Willie licks his lips and sighs happily.
Yes, you see the forests, the mountains. You can hear those lakes of ale. You can hear the water, the lapping against the shore as you go towards this faint vision. It gets closer and closer. Waves lapping on the shore. Snoodle and Kore's voices. Natural 20, you come back with 1 HP.
Yes!
At the start of your turn, so you can take your actions.
Take him out, hon!
Willie's eyes flutter open, and the blood
Good morning,
covering his shirt. He just looks up at Kore, lifts one finger, points at the Yethound, and says quietly, "Up them," and casts Eldritch Blast. That is a 21 to hit. And that is 8 damage. Wait, if I'm prone, I probably need to reroll that. Disadvantage from prone. Okay, yeah. 23 with disadvantage. So
Also point blank as well.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, don't go to the ale. Don't go into the ale. Especially
Don't
if it's.
go beyond those pearly pretzel gates.
Don't go into the Bud Light.
Exactly. If he's going into an afterlife, it's going to be an afterlife that we can all look forward to.
TPK.
So,
TPK. Okay, gotcha.
all right, that's everything, and then
So what was the damage? Because you hit.
8.
Ooh,
8
Moon
points
Cloud
of
just hit you with disadvantage.
Now that there's no death saves being made.
That's awesome. Yeah, the ladies in the leader house were about to bring me a nice
Thanks,
ale.
Nick.
You could have waited. Exactly. Don't go into the ale. All right, but then we'll.
Sorry.
burn
Once again, I got distracted by the disadvantage.
8 damage,
Thank
and
you.
we'll burn half movement to stand up from prone.
Gotcha. You set your token there. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. And who wants the air elemental now?
No, I'll do it. I've been
Go for
planning.
it.
Yeah, the air elemental
Kick it
spins,
kick its ass, man.
kicking up sand and detritus that the Yethound is picked up from the beach. It blowing around, the moat swirling and getting into everyone's eyes, scouring at our skin. And then the air elemental lifts 2 massive vaporous fists and pounds down like an angry gorilla on the back of the Yethound with the 2 slam attacks. First one being a 27, second one being a 19
They both
for a
hit.
total
Fuck
of
yeah!
23
Kick its
points
ass.
of bludgeoning damage.
23 points of bludgeoning damage. Now that doesn't count as magical, does it?
It's a magical creature?
Sure.
But
it is bludgeoning. So
it is a monster feature, isn't it? That the attacks count as magical,
Hang
it
on.
says, doesn't it?
You
Let me
are
double check it.
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He's right.
But still a hefty.
He's right. I'm
Still a
pretty
hefty
sure he's right.
11.
I'm also like,
Yeah.
when?
And it bloodies it.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. It's like, see, we've all got a little time. She says to the smushed out chest.
Nice.
Oh,
There we go.
I have
Okay,
had
got
that
it.
planned
That
for an
is- that
emergency
is-
situation for a long time.
That is everything for Willy Grimm and the Air Elemental.
Elemental, Corey.
Corey is, let's see. Given that I am in point blank now, is going to drop her crossbow and is going to raise one hand into the air, the gloved and the perforated edges of just claws striking out, eyes glowing with fury. And at the top of her lungs say, "Could you quite kindly just fuck off?" With primal savagery, please. This is a magical attack. Oh god. 12!
This is, sorry, you have a crystal.
Damn it. That's no, it's alright, because Snoodle probably at the same time goes, "Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, Fluff, this is where we all suck.
Chomp for
4.
chomp. Oh no.
Chomp. Honestly, I feel like Snoodle gets distracted by, like, the air. Have you ever seen a dog getting, like, exposed to a hose or, like, an air dryer? It's just like... That's what I imagine happens when Snoodle goes to open its mouth and then is immediately distracted by all the wind flying around. It's just like...
Yes. Okay, it's going for you, Corey.
Ah,
But it has disadvantage. Thanks to Mooncloud.
thanks, Mooncloud.
So that's going to be 12.
Missiles!
Saved. Okay,
Yeah.
that brings us to Willy Grimm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Up firm. Except for now, he's holding his hand like a gangster, like
Sideways.
tilted to the side.
Jeez. Side on, hurting their elbow in
Still
the,
with
with the
disadvantage.
ricochet.
Still with this.
You got this.
Pretzel gates. Nice. Go to the pretzel gates.
The
But no cheese
disadvantage
dips?
is 14. I think the 14 hits.
Just hits, yeah.
Maybe.
Just
Yay!
hits. The damage is a lowly 2 points.
Okay.
That is everything for Willy Grimm.
Thank you. Let's just do a little
However-
one for you there. Here it goes. Shoo. Okay.
Alright, the Air Elemental repeats both of the attacks. First one being a 14, second one being a 25. I assume they both hit?
They do for a
31
total
points of bludgeoning prior to
31.
any
Fuck
reductions.
yes! Ah!
Okay,
16.
even resisted. Tell me what happens.
Yes!
The Air Elemental spins with a frenzy, and the faster that the diaphanous, vaporous form goes, the more translucent and clear it becomes, until we can only tell its presence by the whipping, spinning detritus, dust, and sand. Suddenly, two massive blows rain out of nowhere, almost forming of their own huge contusions that just shudder the Yethound, kicking it to one side, when suddenly there is a massive blow from that twisting vortex of air, and we hear the loud, unmistakable crack of a spine snapping in half as the huge brute collapses dead and limp onto the deck of the ship.
And slams against the stairs there and is still and no more.
Yeah!
Woo! Let me double check how long this lasts.
Nice. I love how
It lasts an hour.
Excellent. And I love how much chat was involved in that as well. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Okay.
I'm really happy I had that backup. I don't have it anymore, but I'm really happy I had it.
See, it's just nice to have players remember the items that they have knocking around. It's tricky to keep track of. Fantastic.
Kore gives a quick curtsy to the air elemental and goes, "Please protect us while you're around here, if possible. Thank you."
And just
just
spins around you in a kind of victory lap, and
Yes.
just
You did absolutely excellently. So why you're in an hourglass, I have no idea.
It is a spell. It was not. The spell was in the hourglass.
The spell
Right,
is
because
in the
it casts
hourglass.
summon elemental, right?
Yeah, it casts conjure air elemental.
Okay. Yes.
And now that the battle's over, this is where it pulls out the forms and it's sign here. 5-star rating, please.
Yes, no, totally 100%.
How would you rate your elemental experience today?
Absolutely heavenly, perfect timing. Thank you so much.
It bulks at being called celestial.
Oh, sorry, dear. Absolutely China.
Absolutely primordial.
Absolutely primordial. Fabulous. Kore turns to Lily. This will be the only thing I have left for the day. Because we haven't had a long rest in a very long time, but you look fucked.
You just hear this voice from inside the captain's cabin. These beds are quite nice.
Yeah.
I look fucked. They should be different. Exactly. They should be different.
Nice, Papa.
Do we want to get some sleep here, or try to make it back to the tree before
Perhaps.
we rest?
Honestly, perhaps he is not the safest. I would say that maybe she will send things to this location again, dear. I hate to say it. I can, but
can we rest just an hour then? Just a little short rest.
I know I need it, but the others seem fine.
Emin says, I think we should get away from the scene of the crime. Let's get out into the forest a bit.
Oh, hello, Evan. Did you enjoy your nap?
Most refreshing.
I'm glad one of us.
Willie will be looking at Emin, looking at the Yethhound corpse, looking at Emin, looking at the Yethhound corpse, looking at Emin.
Emin blinks.
Yeah,
Kore
you're right.
turns
We
to
should
the
probably
Yethan corpse. Takes out. It's like what? And I would like to take if any teeth chipped during that being thrown against the wall. I'd like to take any fangs.
I mean, prizes can be claimed.
Yes, I would like to harvest for trade. Just a little bit.
Well done.
Not much.
Let's see our 4 guys, so well done.
Nice. All right. If we are in accordance that this is not a safe place, then yeah, Willie will bind the big gaping hole in his shoulder again. He's probably.
Would you like?
Quite...
It would be It would be my last ability for the day. I can heal you, but it's all I've got. I wouldn't be able to whip out any sort of high magics. I wouldn't be able to heal again. Would you like it now?
I would be lying if I said no. Yes, I very much would. I feel as though a strong breeze will knock me over, actually, Kore.
All right. And Kore says, well, I hope you get better. And as she does, cast Healing Word.
Nice.
You gain
Yeah, only 1 HP.
8
Okay,
points.
Daisy, that's right.
8 points.
Nice.
Take its head. That's the worst part, Papa.
Not necessarily.
Exactly.
It's the selling point. Otherwise, it's just a wolf.
True. Direwolf, but yeah.
Direwolf still. Kore would like to take, if she can, any sort of like teeth She'd like to take teeth, and she'd like to, and there's like a moment while she does this where there's like Billy will see her make this pause. She's actually surprisingly good with the removal of teeth, which
also give me a survival check.
Yep. Can do. If my tablet doesn't want to suddenly turn itself off, come on, buddy. Let's go.
Stay with us. Stay with us.
Stay with us. You're at 79%. It's not even the funny number. Ooh, 26.
Nice.
Hi. Hello, gorgeous.
Wow.
You extract the components to create a potion or a aerosol form that would have the same effect as its frightening bark.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
I have plans now.
You lost your toy, one toy. So
It's like extract. What is it? Extract gets rid of one toy, gets rid of elemental gem, adds ingredients to make baneful bark.
Yeah. So, ingredients for the baleful. Let's call it baleful essence.
Okay, baleful essence. Gotcha.
Brackets. Yeah, found. Just so we can remember later.
Baleful essence. I feel like at the end of all of this course, just straight up gonna end up being a witch. Like it keeps happening. It's like there's the hat. If we manage to find like a flying broom, she's set.
The hourglass coven dies, and suddenly there's the stomp of very large chicken legs. It's like I'm in the market for a new daughter.
All right. Heg isn't
You and
really
everyone else,
something
honey.
you study for. It just kind of finds you. Yeah.
Round about your 13th birthday.
300th.
I wanted to be a fairy princess, but I'm a hag. Pays well.
Have you seen that?
Hours are unusual.
Have you seen that Deborah Ann Wall one shot from D Live?
No.
Like years and years ago now. Had God, why am I forgetting his name? Mr. Critical Role. Matt.
Oh,
Mercer?
Matt Mercer?
Yeah, had Matt Mercer and Marisha Ray in it, and some other folks.
Mm.
It's just great.
Potion.
Especially because Matt realised about 5 seconds before the reveal what was about to happen.
Just like, wait.
And his like look of terror and admiration for Deborah Ann Wall was fantastic.
Oh, I love that. I love the lack of ego.
Thank God. Otherwise it'd be a nightmare.
Right.
Okay.
Also,
So-
it makes an amazing Witcher, like,
Yes.
cosplay on point.
Yes, the armor was so good. Okay.
Alright,
So
getting back to it.
reference. Yes. You lower yourselves off the deck. And actually I think the air elemental just like princess carries you down one by one.
I was like, oh, thank you. I'd like to think that it's like the Howl's Moving Castle, like arms out as they walk down thing.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, thank you. And even with Schnoodle's just like arms like this.
Yeah, but body hanging straight down, right? Not
Yeah,
horizontal,
just
right?
how even no horizontal, just like. Good
Okay.
boy.
And you make your way across the shoreline and into the trees.
Or I just take like haphazardly goes and like grabs a branch tiredly and like sticks it to her head, and Snoodle grabs her foot at the edge of her boots, and they like as it goes forward.
Okay.
I don't know how the air elemental is handling the unicorn thing. I think it's like the idea that there's.
Oh, you could leave. You just can't arrive.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yes.
Corey's still doing it. She doesn't know that. Yeah.
That's it.
Drops the branch. Tired.
So yes, you start to make your way away from the shore and through the trees again, and you do see, as Willie kind of mentioned before, there is a certain luster that is returned to the forest. Scabatha's blight, this sickness that is just spreading out from Loon Lurch and infecting the whole realm is starting to dwindle a little as you have returned the maiden to the realm. Now,
as for the air elemental,
yes,
I would say if they can keep an eye out. An air elemental, so
they can pretend to be a little fluffy cloud, just like going across the treetops.
yes, I was about to say, if they could be a little fluffy cloud above the treetops, keeping an eye out for potential enemies, that would be absolutely lovely.
Do they speak?
It can respond to my commands.
Oh, it only speaks Orin.
It only speaks Orin, but it obeys any verbal commands that you issue. With no action required by me.
Okay. So yeah, you agree. You agree a signal for something ahead, and then a separate one for danger ahead.
Yep. So the signal for things ahead sounds like a whistle.
Okay.
Like controlled, like, and then the signal for danger ahead sounds like a crackle.
Crackle.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Kind of like a storm cloud.
Okay. So yeah, you start to make your way through the forest again.
Seeking refuge.
Clouds that had come rushing in as the Earthhound approached, because they do not like direct sunlight. I would say good luck, Rebeljax, but you have already won this week's present, this prize. Actually, I saw that for Phantom before as well. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same giveaway all week this week. A little different to normal. I shall reroll if we get double ups. So you make your way into the trees again, the soft moss of the floor, and as the clouds have separated and gone off and boiled away again, the sunlight is coming down through the leaves, dappled here and there, and whilst there isn't a wind, the passage of the air elemental patrolling this way and that does stir the branches and the leaves above you. Which lets you know it's still around for a while. And round about the hour mark, let's say 55-minute mark, the small amount of time you talked on the deck of the ship, it does come down and do that whistling sound that there's something ahead, but not potentially danger.
Thank you, dear.
And that's its last act as it dissipates. And
as it heads off, Corey gives a curtsy. Thank you.
Good friend to have. Beside to see some go.
Yes, they would have been very useful in other circumstances. However, desperate times.
Yeah. Perhaps we will meet again.
It would be nice, honestly. They seemed lovely.
So it made the whistles. Is there something ahead?
Corey will, if she can. Are the trees scalable or no?
No, they're all the same size, and they're set. In that... Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Excellent. By the way, did you see the tweet before with the art of Loon Lurch? It was great, wasn't it?
Yes, the running around with like the.
Oh, so no, it was Little Oak, wasn't it? Sorry. There was the same
yeah.
artist had done Loon Lurch as well, which is what I was originally looking at. Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, you starts to make your way back towards Little Oak, and on the way, as the elemental warns you, would you like to do? Are you going to stealth, or are you going to?
I would like to stealth, for sure.
As a group, or is someone going individually? Would you like to send Emin?
Corey's. I would. Ooh, if Emin would like to stealth and go ahead.
Emin seems strangely excited to stealth and go scout for us.
I mean, I was more than happy to do so, but either or, I'm happy to go with them. And
I mean, even though he is absent, we should let the rogue, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
what does he need to steal? Is it shiny?
Okay, what's his stealth? +7. And I got a 19, so that's a 26.
Hey.
So there is the faintest whirring of wings as Emin ghosts through the trees and promises to be right back. And he does.
I keep an ear out.
He does, after a short time, just appear back. As far as the trunks allow you to see, because any distance is not particularly easy to see through with all the trunks getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see the forest for the trees, and he pops back into sight and just beckons, fairly relaxed. He doesn't look worried.
Okay. Follow suit.
Eamon, so you did not see anything, and what was the elemental whistling about?
It's just to let us know if there's anything ahead.
Emin says, "Oh, it's not that I saw nothing. No, it's there's a centaur, a local boy."
Very cool.
So I can't do the accent.
It's all right. All right. Well.
And
Howdy ho.
yeah, the rest of you move along, and as the trees open into a little glade, and not too much of an open space above, but just a clearing of the trees a little, and right where you emerge, there's a large fallen tree which you can peek from behind, and you see this old centaur just sat, with its legs, sat down, resting in the moss, and its face kind of up tilted to the little bit of sunlight that's coming through, just warming its bones, as it sits there and seems, at peace, but not sleeping. It does open its eyes as a bird kind of flits through the glade.
Does that say, is it meditating? Are we interrupting its meditation time?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And sorry, I laughed and smiled to myself there because I'll never forget, there was a time when I was 6. I lived in a outdoor education center in the national park where I'm from, and nice. How the times have changed. I used to just go off into the forest all day by myself as a 6-year-old, which is my youngest is 6. I cannot imagine doing that at all. Letting them do that at all. But there was one time I came across, just going through the woods there, a pair of roe deer in a glade like this, just eating, and there was a large fallen tree there which I hid behind and watched for a while. And then they saw me and ran, and I spent about an hour and a half just chasing them through the forest, just running wild through the forest. It was magical.
That's amazing.
Just got a cool flashback.
What he's not telling us is that he was wearing a tattered loincloth and splattered in the blood of his victims because he's gone all feral.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about the other deer I had slain before.
Right.
No.
You could just see the counsel to his father. Damn it, Loins, get your boy under control.
I also like the reactions of city business clients or inner city kids when they came to do youth training stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's very different.
The sound that roe deer make at night in the forest. It sounds. It's like a
yes. I've heard of that.
kind of sound, and they're just terrified. They can't sleep. And it's like, what's in the forest? What's in the forest? It's like it's deer.
It's just like
it's deer.
What is it? It's deer. I'm not gonna lie. The sound of a koala in heat as you go through the bush sounds terrifying.
I can imagine.
All for obvious reasons. Australian bush has got some deadly creatures, so it's not something that we can do. But I used to go Well, I used to.
The
I was
rest
like,
of the world has heard how
Yep.
dangerous your country is. Yeah.
It's not that bad. You don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you. But but when I was younger, I used to my sister's godfather has a cattle farm, and we just go for like paddocks and paddocks of exploring, and just nuts. Anyway, nostalgia aside, I feel bad for interrupting this centaur's meditation session.
You know, he is awake and just resting.
Okay. Very like.
I think Willie kind of like, you know, this tree that kind of like is this the first centaur you've seen, Willie?
It would be, maybe.
Yeah, in person, definitely have read about them, you know. So you'll be kind of standing. Oh my.
Yes, you kind of lean forward and like lean on the fallen tree, and like the branch that you're leaning on was dried and rotten, and it snaps off. And the centaur's head kind of whips around, and he slowly gets to his feet and is like kind of pawing at the ground a little nervously and looking.
Corey curtsies low.
You step into view.
Apologies. Yeah, I stepped into view.
Okay, yeah, he was like looking for you. He hadn't seen you. He was just looking in the direction of the sound. But yeah, if you step into view and bow,
Apologies.
he bows back.
Willie will
Apologies for
step
disturbing
out
you.
and waving, say, "Hey there! Oh, pardon me. My throat was a little hoarse. Hey there, how are you?"
He does that thing where he puts one hoof forward and bows down.
Yeah, Corey is doing this. Corey copies, but like with a big.
Straightens up a little difficultly.
Oh.
Good morrow. How are you, travelers to the realm?
Yes, we are headed. Up.
I am called Winterbow.
You just see he has this beautifully carved bow slung over his back.
So cool.
And
Corey
like,
is an immediately like.
yeah, it's got that thing. It's like he's got that that old like 60s rocker kind of like he's an old guy, but he's just like
Nice.
thin, just like not an ounce of fat on him.
Yep.
And just, you know, very weathered, very, very tanned skin from being. You know,
Sounds like my dad.
Pick the famous person, because right now I now have Keith Richards.
that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Okay,
But without the
okay.
accent. He's like, oh, yeah, he's here.
All right.
So, now, Corey, it's weird to see a lone centaur. They're usually in
Yes.
herds.
Sorry to disturb you. Are you alright by yourself?
Yes. Well, as you've no doubt noticed, the realm is fading. The rest of my herd, at my insistence, galloped away and escaped before those mists enveloped.
And where were they headed? If you don't mind me asking.
I do not know where they ended their travels. Elsewhere in the wilds. It is somewhere safe, I hope.
Because I am so freaking excited. I just got the Kickstarter fulfillment from Colbert Press of the Book of Evan Tides.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so like it's like I'm gonna pull so much Adonia stuff from there because it's all because it's basically their version of the Shadowfell,
Yeah.
and it's got
I'm looking
details
forward to
about
it.
like entire gnome cities and oh my god, it's so good.
Gimme.
So
Gimme, I'm
good.
looking forward to it.
That music that I played as that happened and the ice was happening, that was from Sirenscape's Book of Evan
Oh.
Tides soundset.
Nice.
Yeah, because
That was really
they
cool.
made several sound sets just for it.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, it just looks so good. I can't wait to just get a real good read of it. I might do it live later, actually. If everyone wants to stick around, a little off the books. Yes, you see him, like just kind of catches. He is very elderly. Just he clearly couldn't have kept up with them. It was it was like
It was it was more important that the others and the falls get clear. These the mists. I could not keep up, but I followed their trail. A stampeding herd does leave quite a mark. And I found the mists closed and dense, and their trail was gone. I attempted to follow briefly, but those mists are full of terrible things. If you do not have a guide, do not try to traverse them.
Thank you for your advice.
And you remember from the airship the glimpse of that other realm, that strange, dark valley,
Yep.
also known as Barovia.
Oh, that compares to being like, brother, and then immediately getting eaten.
Well, by the way, we got Daisy in chat here. Yesterday, Steven's character Zakan in Out of the Abyss was asking favors of one Eliwick Tan and wondering what had happened to Tidra, his patron, and where she was. Eliwick said that she was very difficult to get to at the moment, as she is the abbot in Kresk at the moment.
Oh.
Penance for failing to stop her sons in Descent into Avernus, redeeming the father, the devil Oxrion, and falling into Asmodeus's plans. Now Oxrion is trapped in a weapon which one of her sons took back with them to Eberron, which has forged a connection between the two realms. Eberron is not as cut off as it once was, and the Nine Hells is hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I'm sensing 40k Demon Machine vibes, but continue.
Right. But, so yes, Eliwick Tan informed Zakarn that if a certain group of people in Barovia and beyond, which unfortunately we had to skip yesterday. Thanks for your concern, Charlie. Actually, Charlie, you terrified me because I was getting this glut of like sick players and things going off, and then you messaged me as well. I was like, oh shit, we're gonna have to cancel Witchlight as well. No, but no, thank you.
No, because I sat down, I had my coffee, because I get my workstation set up, and then I turn on my phone and go into PhoenixUK, and I'm like, all right, it's been a couple. Why is there no PhoenixUK? What's going on? No! Yeah.
I demand to know! Slam, slam,
Serious.
slam.
That's
If you're
about
up-
the message that I sent him. Like, WTF, dude?
love
I
the
need to be
idea. It's like,
entertained.
I
Tell me a
demand to know
story.
if you're
Well,
being
it came across as much more concerned and friendly than that. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking, but what came out is like, is everyone okay?
yes, nothing serious, but just taking a chill there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the Barovia and Beyond crew are successful and Barovia is returned to the material plane, which Daisy's group have seen, the scar in the mountainside where the valley used to be, then we shall all have our things coming back together. Welcome to the Wackyverse, everyone. Okay.
Here's a lot.
It is a lot. We need to do what our stream team heads, roll together have done. They have a wiki, which the fans also help keep up to date. That would be awesome.
Smart.
For a year now, I have always thought okay, what would it take? And I look at him do I have the time and wherewithal to go back through all the VODs and stuff? Because I think that would just be so epic. Yeah.
I mean, if people want to just put in here, and then there's a fan theories section, and it's just
That'd be amazing.
Fan theory. Like how many of the fan theory will be like the player is just plain nuts? You know.
I think probably the person second to me that knows the most is probably over there in chat. I think Baron. Baron knows more. Probably the second most knowledgeable about what's going on.
Yeah. Baron is on top of the lines, the plot lines. That is for sure.
Okay.
Anyway.
Speaking of, yes, you see this aged centaur, and he warns you that the mists are a terrible thing. And by the way, speaking of Eliwick Tan, it was her and her grandfather that made that happen, because they used to use the mists to transport the one-shot roulette players.
Yeah.
That's when the Hourglass Coven realized that they could use those mists.
Oh, it's just like, oh, that's a nice idea. I'm gonna pinch that.
Taking notes.
Anyway.
Okay. Yes, and the Winterbow doesn't seem to know why. He doesn't seem to know about Scabathair. If you ask, he actually points you to the unicorn, to Wayward Pool.
Alright.
But you've heard all that already.
During this period of time, is it possible to rest with them?
If you wish, yeah.
This is player asking for if short rest time is now, or if it's possible to rest with them as we're sitting.
Entirely up to you. You can take a rest here, or you can go to Little Oak. He does that kind of horse nestle thing again, like settles down on the ground once he's comfortable with you.
Corey turns to Lily and goes, "Should we move on, or would you like to take a break before we get to Little Lake?"
I am good eyes away. I am willing to take the load off and rest my hoofs for a bit before we continue on. Besides, I am thinking not much happens by circumstance or accident here. Maybe Winterbow was put into our path, or there's some ways that he might be able to help us in our quest, or we might be able to help him. We have time. It might be worth spending some time and having a conversation with him. What do you think, Corey?
Corey, as you were saying, this has already started to put down her stuff.
You're right. Yeah.
Mainly because
Willie at the same time is taking off the pack and like pulling the
it's just like what do you think? Should we?
I mean, if y'all want to do camp.
Stoodle curls up like a fox. It's like curls up with his tail right over his suit.
Just like, yep. I'm picturing the one of like that one picture of the crocodile with just the butterfly on its nose. I say that Corey probably sits down near, but not like uncomfortably close to Winterbow. Has introduced herself, and asks what Winterbow has seen as she rests. Because like, if he is the talkative sort, it's like, am I gonna hear a story?
Okay. He's like,
I do not know why the forest sickens, but the source of it is certainly leftwards of here.
Yeah. There appears to have been... It has gotten, overtaken? A bit?
Yes. There are strange creatures, unnatural, manufactured.
Have you seen them recently?
No. It is why I chose to rest here and warm myself for a while. It's okay. You can hear them coming.
They're quite loud, aren't they?
You have seen them too?
Well, there's the ones with the drums, and then the ones that just scream.
Scream?
And she turns, like, as she says scream, she glances over to Billy.
She is speaking of a large canine creature, about your size. Noble Winterbow. Not quite as big. But the Clockwork Soldiers, we have seen them in action quite a bit. Indeed, we learned that the one that has the drum on its tummy, if you are to disable that, it seems to put them all awry and cuckoo. The workings going kaput.
I have seen those hounds as well. They are not of this place.
No.
A ghostly corruption to them.
So you feel they are from elsewhere and not of the realm of Prismia.
They are not fey creatures.
No.
Does that resonate as something especially unusual to
I think so.
Willie, possibly Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, they are
I
fey.
said-
Sorry, they are fey.
They're fey, but they're like,
They're from the
Are
from
they?
the ethereal, I think.
yeah.
Because they have this sunlight banishment thing. So if the Ethhan starts its turn in sunlight, it's transported
Are
to the
they
ethereal
from
plane.
the
But
Winter Court?
what's the lore? Let's have a look at Lord Jive here. First.
Lie drop! I would say
so-
that while this is going on, Corey's
yes.
like kind
yeah,
of cozy.
actually, Corey, yeah, they are actually.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They were created by the Queen of Aaron Darkness.
Yep. I would say like Cora's reaction to them, if we can retcon slightly, is very
Yeah,
much
yeah.
there were so many stories of these when I was younger,
Yeah.
and
And I think-
they are a pain in the ass.
And it's why Adonius reacted so strongly, which works
Yeah.
perfectly because you were talking about the Queen of Aaron Darkness and saw the symbol as the Ethans arrived. That's just
Yeah.
pure chance. I did not know that
Nicely done.
background thing.
Accidental law wielding.
Right. By the
I
way,
would say that-
Because Daisy's like, lore!
yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Daisy, Wackyverse lore, Daisy has seen the site that was responsible for the near death of the Queen of Air and Darkness,
Mhm.
and why Adonius is with you and not in the Winter Court anymore.
I would say during her time with the Centaur, as they're talking about the Yethans, Corey kind of like feels Idonius's feelings kind of through them
Yeah.
as we're discussing these things.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a time when she still thought the Yethans were like much cuter,
Oh,
and she still thinks they're kind of cute.
sorry, Corey. Here you go. Sorry, a pack of Yethkans can be created by powerful fae such as the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Yep,
So it's
okay.
not just her.
Cool.
These let's say these were a gift to her daughters from Baba Yaga,
Yeah, I like that.
right?
Um,
And they must have a master, who's someone the creator wishes to reward. So perhaps Baba Yaga was rewarding the coven for taking Prismia. Although quite why she'd be against Zabilna, we're not sure. And
I mean, it's Baba Yaga. She got her reasons.
yeah. Actually, I think Winterbow tells you that he knows more of Yethans than you do, Corey. And
I like this.
he warns you, actually, because there is a trait. He warns you that they can telepathically communicate with their master. So during that fight, communication may have been had.
Willie leans over. Oh, that is a horse of a different color, Coy.
Well, it certainly wasn't a dog with a doggish face. Corey like rolls her eyes. It's like it's always bloody something.
And your the resistance it had to your weapons and Snoodle's bite, mundane weapons partially pass through the hound as if it was made of fog.
Yes.
I love it. It's
I
awesome.
used to hear stories of Yethans when I was much younger. Didn't know about the telepathy thing though.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Definitely
Winterbow wants you about
had-
that.
I remember. Ooh. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage.
Willie, sorry, I clarified the wording there. I think you were away when I said it. It's the Queen of Air and Darkness was given as an example. Powerful face such as was the wording.
Oh, okay.
So we decided Baba Yaga gave it to her daughters. So
Nice.
Scabbard the
Family
Nightshade clearly,
pet.
yeah, Scabbard the Nightshade clearly did something to please her mother at some point.
So, with the way that they bicker, they all seem very jealous of each other.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. They are hags. In all the stories, the literatures that I have read, they are contentious and argumentative, always striving against each other. This is just common coven politics. But when a threat arrives from outside, that is when they bind together, and the true, terrifying
Might?
potential. Yeah, the true might is revealed when they come together in the form of the coven. The best way to deal with the coven, I am thinking, is to turn them against each other, to
That
inflame
seems like
what we have been doing.
it's going
huh?
to be. That seems to be that it's going to be very much the way of all of this.
Yeah.
This is why I prefer the forests. People are frustrating.
This is why I prefer libraries, less likelihood of being killed.
But that's still forests, dear. They're just a different color and a different shape.
Indeed, plenty of leaves. Plenty of leaves. So
Is that where the word leaflet comes from?
Just a baby leaf, right?
Baby leaf, right?
I think you are right, says Willie, turning and pulling out his book and writing a note. Must check definition.
Yeah, leaflets.
Of leaf.
Etymology of leaflet.
Leaflets
Right.
are born of trees.
So Winterbow, your people, you, I am misunderstanding. You was a leader and you sent them ahead. You were not able to keep up, or you were part of your tribe, and everybody said, "Oh, we need to leave," and they left you behind.
Yes, the evil presence was felt encroaching on Prismia, and it was our instinct to get the falls to safety. Alas, I could not keep up.
That is unfortunate. Willie kind of looks at Corey like, Am I supposed to make this our problem or what? You know, like this is not several
gives,
weeks ago where I'm gonna promise to solve all of his problems. So
Corey gives the. We can't really do anything about that. When the mists part, perhaps you'll be able to see them again. Is there anything we should look for? We ever managed to get through?
yeah. If by chance we should run across of your tribe, is there a message to anyone in particular you would have us deliver?
Perhaps try and find out what has become of Zybilna, and if she can be restored. Perhaps she can help. Her influence used to extend beyond the borders of Prismia to the Summer Court itself, from all reports, although she preferred isolation. This is why we came here originally. It was a quiet place. Peaceful.
At a time.
Yeah, so it's the neighborhood, yeah?
Whilst Zybilna was always quite present and visible to us, It felt like Prismere was a hideaway.
And both of you think back to what that avatar of Gratz was saying.
Just like, oh, Joy! Gigi, I see why you're... It's like, Gigi, I understand. Sus. Any hoozles. Alright. Well, thank you for your time. Are you going to be alright?
Yes, thank you. I just hope this mighty forest can be restored to the wonder it was.
There was a nice shoreline that way. If you need to catch some more sun. A soft beach by a lake.
The Wayward Pool.
So he recommended you go there before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about
No,
that.
it's okay.
Yes, I was actually travelling in that way at my own pace.
Take your time.
Question from the peanut gallery. What is the Japanese word for noisy or noisy kitten? Pop Dragon would
Urasai.
like to know. What is it?
Urasai neko-chan no.
Yancha would be good. One.
Yancho?
Yancha, is it for bratty? Is it bratty though?
Yeah. How about Nyancha?
Okay. Nyancha. Nyancha ga ii yo. Ii, sore. Nyancha.
Yeah,
So,
Papa.
Go ahead.
As I say, Yancha is like a naughty, like
Bratty, impish.
bratty, belligerent kind of thing, and then Nyan is the call of a cat, the cry of a cat. So the combination of those two to make Nyancha would be good.
That's actually really good. I love that.
And
Like
you can guarantee nobody else in his neighborhood would have a cat. And Nyancha. Yeah, Nyancha's a good one.
Also, if I use the kanji right, like Nyan, the cha could be like cha in like feminine names as well.
There you go.
Like tea.
Oh, the second kitten named on this channel.
One of the many services provided by QuestJunkiesUK.
You're welcome.
Dun dun dun.
Last one was chosen by chat. And it was Goblin. Daisy's goblin was chosen.
No, we'll know we've really arrived when we're christening people's children.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
we stopped short. We had the opportunity, and we stopped short of doing that.
Right.
Good. Alright, well, DM Summer, did we just benefit from a long rest, a short rest?
Oh,
as opposed to a
fantastic!
long rest.
Papa's going to go with that name then. Not at all, Papa. It's fine. It's just the three of us. We're pretty chill today.
Yep.
That's coming up. Yeah, I reckon.
Was that a short rest?
How's she doing, Daisy? Is she right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. You say
Is
like
it a short
the-
rest?
Not Yamcha. Nyancha. Nyancha.
Alright.
Short rest.
Oh yeah, she rolled a 10 on the die. I am back up to full. Also, as much as I would hate to get rid of it, I have several stats at 20 that shouldn't be at 20.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's gone by now,
Yeah,
surely.
sorry. I meant to. The roads were so busy with traffic with all the rain this morning. I was late, so I went to reset.
It's
everyone.
okay. There is keep my wisdom score because that was actually 20.
It's okay. It's a special overridden spot.
Process question: when hitting the short or long rest, the short rest button on D&D
Yep.
Beyond, and it's the number of hit dice, you select the number of hit dice you want to use. In this case, 3, and then you
Yep.
hit take short rest, but
Yes.
it doesn't automatically update your hit points.
No, it
So
rolled for me.
you have to roll them.
No, it rolled them automatically for me.
Oh, it doesn't for me.
Maybe it's an app thing.
Maybe so. All right. So that would be 398 plus 6. So.
And all of me is like, my hit points have gone down. But I'm still okay. Because they're at full. Regardless.
Alright, plus, oh cool, well that 3 hit dice, that puts me right up to maximum. Cool, that was a good nap. Willie's Willie stands up and stretches and just looks like...
Pops every joint.
What's Dacia's?
Sounds like he's crunching up a bag full of pistachios.
Dacia's got other modifier +2 to her constitution. What's that from?
It might be a Yuanti thing.
No, it's not in the racial. There's a racial bonus separate section. It's not in there.
Is it a barbarian thing from her class?
No, it's just an adaptable thing. You can just use it if you want to. Hey, welcome in everybody. Hope you're doing well. If you would like, then we do have a giveaway, a special giveaway this week. A fantastic encounter bundle from CZRPG of urban and rural encounters.
One killer kit and enter that, please.
Corey, as we've gotten up and we've started to head along, during that short rest time, if she had a moment kind of briefly to herself, I think she would have gone to Idonius in her hair and just like gently whispered, "Is there something I should really know about, dear?"
Sorry.
Is there something I should really know about inferring the actions just happened? And are you sure you're safe with me?
You, pondering the situation and everything that was like, hinted at and said, you think that his connection to you meant that that was the only escape available. And
right.
I forget, did you hear what happened to the Queen?
I don't think I was ever. I don't think I could have ever been informed. Like
There was
an attempt could have been made.
I thought there was a vision or something somewhere that was had.
I think you linked us the clip, but other than that.
Oh, from when because Daisy knows. Daisy saw,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got the vision. They got the vision because they went to the village.
Yeah. Where it had happened.
Yeah, because they went to the village where the miners had unearthed the crystal, which they gave as an offering at the Fey Shrine in the valley, which keeps the valley free of the snows of the mountains.
Yeah.
And the Queen accepted that gift, and it was brought to the court, to the Winter Court, and it was a trap. It was an evil thing that almost destroyed her, but Adonius took the brunt of the blow.
Yeah.
And you're not sure, because from all appearances, like on the surface, it was a good thing that he did.
Yeah.
So you're not sure why he would be hiding from the Winter Court.
Yeah.
So perhaps there were other things that had happened, and this is an opportunity to have gotten out of sight.
Right.
But he's concerned. You feel concern from him, and you kind of incite that would be. He's concerned that they're getting this close, like the member of his household that was killed by the Jabberwock, and then the airship as well, with members of the Winter Court's guard, the Ladrin guard.
Yeah.
Is very concerned.
Yeah.
To him.
I would say that Corey has been wandering the wilds after a certain point when things got busy and things happened and sort of separated out. And she has her reasons for wanting things just to wanting in with the Summer Court.
Sorry. I was just laughing to myself. Emin's wisdom just went from 20 to 9. Sorry.
That was... Damn. But anyway...
When did Emin start eating paint chips?
I mean, they do look tasty. I can't deny that.
It is for me a tutti frutti.
I wouldn't actually do it, though.
Phoenix UK does not endorse.
Does not endorse the eating of paint chips. I would say that Corey, as she's kind of thinking through, and she like grips, she puts her hand up, and I'm imagining like one of the vines kind of curls around, just in like a solid kind of like as if someone put a hand on your shoulder and you felt it, right? I don't know why you're laying low. I don't know what you did because you did not give me details. But I don't make pinky promises. And neither do you. I may come out of this dead. I just hope you know that.
You feel almost like a straining at the bonds. Like if you kind of get the feeling that, you know, if you could find a way for them to be reformed or reborn or put into something else, that they could actually communicate and you know, be more present, that would be awesome.
Would you like that?
Seems that
it would mean you couldn't hide as much.
It seems there's like a flurry of confidence. And like that, you know, like as if your words have like bolstered them to perhaps not skulk and hide away so much more.
Look, just because we know places very dark and very cold and very wintry doesn't necessarily mean we need to ignore the sun. My goodness. Alright. Well, we're going to probably invade somebody's workshop that may or may not have several wooden entities that you can potentially seed with whatever thing you've got going on there. We'll find you something, I guess. And perhaps we can find you a proper body.
The temptation to call the head redcap in the workshop Geppetto is very strong.
I'm a real fey entity. Alright. But
Adonis just comes out. There are no strings on me.
I know, dear. Such a drama queen, my god.
So I just love that in the Avengers so much. That was great.
Yep. Yes. But yes, she has that conversation as we're heading through the woods towards Little Oak.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you do leave Winterbow behind, who's continuing towards the Wayward Pool, and they bow again as they. You're not sure if it was courtesy or dipping beneath the tree boughs as they dip into the forest on the other side, and continue on their way. And yes, you travel up through the forests. Do you stay close to the river, just as a means of kind of keeping track?
I would say yes. Snoodle likes the river, would be what Gorio's stance, but I don't know if I'm leading because Emmy
swims alongside.
Yeah.
Snatching up a rainbow-coloured fish from time to time. If you want to see rainbow trout, the Feywild rainbow trout, the real ones.
Just like, what is it? I'd like to imagine it jumps up and the light reflects off it like a frosty crystal. And then anytime that sort of thing happens, a bird just swoops in because it's so bloody obvious, but when it's in the water, you can't see it.
Sounds good. And every time Snoodle catches one, he also like tosses one up onto the bank if you want it or not.
I do. It's like she starts to get a collection because there's an owlbear that needs to be handled very soon.
Good plan.
Who's probably very hungry. I can only shove so many berries in its mouth before it gets grumpy. A nice solid amount of fish.
Yes, Phantom. That's right. I did need to create that channel, didn't I? Thank you for the reminder. I need to create that channel and schedule that one shot.
Hype.
Also, the steer the ship poll as well. If you're not in our Discord already, there is a link that I can drop for you here. We will very shortly be having a poll exclusively on the Discord, which will decide from a set of options which is the next major campaign for QuestJunkiesUK. So please do get over there and be ready. Okay. Now, Corey, did your roll 20 drop?
Today.
It's kicked
did I
you
what?
out. It's kicked you out.
It kicked me out.
Yeah, Baron Dragonborn. You have other one shots to get sorted out as well. I was just actually Baron Dragonborn. The one shot with Darling Creepshow as well and Gilletized. That is gonna come soon as well because I was waiting to finish Spelljammer Academy, and that is happening tonight.
Yeah, you got this one.
The senior class.
I forgot I had decent constitution.
Is Ultron my favorite MCU villain? Oof.
The way they're portrayed is nice.
I mean,
I just wish that
I just love that line. that's why that jumped into my mind. Good question. That's more thoughts on that another day. Okay. So it's quickly dissolving into a just chatting stream.
Yeah, I'm turning them all over in my head. Anyway, right?
Choices.
Ultron's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of certain characters that change to evil.
Hops and dragons.
Yeah.
Welcome back, my friends.
Yahoo!
Yeah, I don't know if you could call. Has everybody seen Doctor Strange, the latest one, Multiverse of Madness?
Yes.
I have. Yeah.
Okay. No
I like-
spoilers. Yeah, the villain in that, I thought the portrayal and the motivation.
Yeah.
Perfect. How
I was also
scary?
like-
How scary would that really be?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
How did your stream go, Hobbs? I hope it was fantastic.
I definitely feel like, at least on my end, I love a personal motivation that is
Yeah.
centered around love, because that is such a dangerously powerful thing as a GM to like wield.
Well, let's continue watching this
Exactly.
Adonius space, shall we?
Oh, I'm so excited! Give me the crazy. Oh, yes.
Right, so you, after a certain amount of time, do start to hear laughter and large glumphing footsteps, and you see the children just running riot with Juniper around the clearing that Little Oak is standing in.
As we arrive, like Corey with this pile of fish that Snoodle has helped out with this entire time, goes, Juniper darling, food. I immediately toss it in the air and then move to the side
There's a
so I don't get hit.
and a snap of a beak and a nasty crunch of bones and slurping of guts and blood, and they crash to the ground and their paws make two big furrows in the mossy floor as they screech to a halt.
Big giant pats, just like, oh, have you been doing a good job protecting everyone?
Juniper is an owlbear, everybody.
Yes.
And you just hear the kids behind them like, Juniper, and they're just like kind of shouting, and she quickly finishes up the food and then just goes galumphing back towards them. And you see there just she's like, she could catch them easily, but she's pretending not to.
Yeah, no, she's having fun.
Yeah.
No, don't bite them too hard, alright? I can't heal anyone right now. Maybe later.
And yes, sorry, that's really loud. Sneaks up on me sometimes. There you go. Yes, and yeah, you see the kids all running around, and there. Little Oak. Sorry, gang. So yeah, you see the four of them again. So there's Amax in our game, Will of the Feywild in the module. Yes, Amax, Emin's brother is running. Actually, I think Amax is probably he's a wild one. He's like running around and using his wings to up above Juniper as she like pretends to lunge in. And then there's Bobby, the boisterous male dwarf, growing his first whiskers. And then there is Zener, the quote-unquote tenacious female orc, and then up on the balcony, up in the tree, just like leaning there with her
Trying to be too cool.
thing, is Sloane. Yes, the
Sloan trying to be too cool.
Quote unquote,
I've had students
sarcastic,
like this.
ginger-haired female wood elf.
All of me goes, I have had students exactly like you.
And yep, they're just all running out. And Amax runs over and smacks Emin on the shoulder. Ha! You made it! I thought they were gonna kill you.
Almost did.
And I just hear the voice from Sloan up on the balcony. He's like, it's a miracle.
Willie,
almost did.
Without looking up, Willie's like, it always is.
She meets your eyes. She's like, so? How'd you pull through? You get a nat 20 or something?
What's a nat 20, dear?
Sloan breaks the fourth one.
Willie, yeah, Willie makes a note of it.
And Maxie's like, well, did you find out anything from that goody?
Funnily enough, yes. Elbows Emin. Go on, fix what's done.
And Emma's like, we're supposed to wait until we're in front of Scabbard.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
supposed to be a big
right.
surprise.
Alright.
A big reveal, you know.
We've got
Maxie's
a prank
like,
to pull on We've got a prank to pull on Scabatha,
Haha! Excellent. Right, so
amongst other things.
my plan still stands. And he comes over and he's like, "Oh," like Juniper's like massive paw print right in where he drew the plan in the dirt.
Maybe you should refresh our memories. We are old and it is hard to remember such things. Such
Yes,
tactical
ancient
complexity.
beings.
Yes, horribly old.
But
I am 23 and she is 27.
and
Yes.
Max is just like, ugh. But then he's like, it changes to a yelp
Am
of
I?
delight. Apparently now you've been.
It's like as you say that, like Corey genuinely goes, "Am I?" And then she looks over to her hair. It's like, and like, I feel like the hair would be like,
Hey, boo. But then it actually changes to a yelp of joy as he sees Squirt come floating in behind you.
"Yes, we managed to find your friend."
He's like, "Hey, Maxie, you alright? How's it going?" And Maxie's, "Squirt, you're back!" And the other's like, "What? Squirt? Squirt?" And they come running over and like gather around him. Even Sloan kind of like slides down a rope from the.
Rescued them from pirates.
And they're like, "Oh, thank goodness! We were so worried about you after you disappeared by the pool there." And Squirt was like, "Oh, it was terrible. There was evil hag pirates and terrifying Harangons and this huge crocodile that tried to eat everyone." Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And
With the drawer.
And Squirt basically just like bobs around like excitedly in the air, just like telling the whole story, like freaking Clippy.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that just Clippy?
Nine, I am not writing a letter. I don't need your help. Nine.
And yeah, and you're gonna spend the night here.
If we contend the night, that sounds lovely. Not gonna deny that.
I think a long rest might be in order before going to Loom Lodge.
Yes, please.
But Will does lay out the plan again as you kind of like sit there, and they Little Oak kind of reaches up a branch, like with the hand kind of branches on the end into his own like hut on his back, and like brings down a big table and like plonks it in the middle of the glade, and there are various pieces food and things all gathered together, and you'll have yourself a big slap up feast with lashings and lashings of strawberry jam.
Yes.
Excuse me, harking back to my childhood again. Do you know that quote?
Strawberry jams.
Do you know what that quote's from?
Oh, is it lashings? And isn't that from? It's not from Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, is it?
It's from Swallows and Amazons. I don't know if you know that song. Do you know that book? Swallows and Amazons is about a group of kids that like sailing, and they find some pirates in the lake, and they find their secret island. And I have camped on that island because it's where I live. It is a cool place. Okay, so so you have a big feast, and Will like says the plan again. So the plan is for Bobby, Sloan, Zener, and Star. Remember, because Star's here as well, the displacer kitten. Speaking of kittens.
Yep.
Apparently, did you see Peppa says they responded to the name, so it's stuck. So
So
Nyancha it is. Nyancha it is. And so Bobby, Sloan, Zener, and Star are going to creep through the woods to the left of the tree and hide out out of sight of the screaming scarecrows. Remember, they warned you about the scarecrows.
Mm-hmm.
And then Maxie's going to sneak to the entrance to the kitchen, which is on the right side of the tree. And then he asked you guys to go through the goblin market, the candy market, pretending to be travelers and purchase some sweets and stuff there, and to try and arrange a meeting with Skabatha. And then, whilst you're having the meeting with Skabatha, perhaps Willie could use his stolen trinkets to try and bargain for something.
Yeah.
Because again, that you still have that nagging awareness that thing that was taken from you in the carnival is here, and it is in the direction of Bloomlurch all the time. And
I will say that.
Yes, Corey.
Has the compass changed?
It has moved a little to the left, so it was due up left,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's left up left.
Understood.
So west.
Good to know.
West northwest, yeah. But
Good
just a smidge, like a degree or two.
Mm.
It seems like what it's pointing at is quite far away because it hasn't moved a lot. So it wasn't pointing at Loomlurch.
No. As like the plan is loud out, it's like perhaps you should have backup.
And he's like, well, no, that's the perfect thing, isn't it? Because while you're having the meeting with the hag, then I'll set off the scarecrows, and that'll distract all of the tin soldiers into the garden. And then when everyone's distracted, the this lot will get into the we'll get the ones. Hang on, who's going to say? I mean, the backup is this lot, and he points to the other kids and Star. Yeah, that's why they're hiding there in case anything happens. But then when everything kicks off in the garden, then you guys can get into the workshop and rescue that lot.
Okay? That makes sense.
And hopefully, out of you said there's someone in the kitchen.
There's apparently someone in the kitchen. I don't remember this information.
Right, because you've been talking about what you found out at the Wayward Pool, so you say that as well, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so okay,
I give them all the details.
I was just going to go through the kitchen and to distract the scarecrows, but if there's someone there, I could release them too.
Mm.
And then you get in the workshop and you get the kids and you release them from the workshop. I'll get into the mill.
Mm.
Is it mill? I'll get into the textile mill and I'll get the kids there, and then we all flee to freedom.
Is there anyone else that we know?
I don't think so.
Where in the plan do we set Skabatha on fire?
What? No, she's too strong. Oh, no. Just gonna get in, get out before they realise anything that's happening, and then we're home free.
Yes. Excellent. Great plan. After we set Skabatha on fire. Yeah. Willie will look over at Corey and nod, we have to set her on fire, don't we?
What is it? Don't forget, there is a high chance that it might be more than one hag.
Set them on fire. Semantics.
Also,
nodding, winking.
Do you remember Skabatha's weak point?
That's right. If she takes a nap, no, you can tell her mood by the way that her cog spins.
How fast, I thought, yeah.
That was one thing, but she doesn't remember the first people she sees when she wakes up.
That's right.
She can't see them the entire day.
That's Skabatha, and it was Granny who...
Was Widdershins.
Bavlona.
Bavlona is... I mean, they're technically all kind of grannies, but yes.
But Skabatha is the one that's called Granny.
Yeah.
She's Granny Nightshade. Skabatha Nightshade.
Okay.
Oh wait, was she? She can't see you, or she can't remember you.
She can't remember you, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't.
Let me check.
Are you okay, kid?
Yeah, I don't know why it's got that crying in there. It's like they seem like a
Like,
happy bunch.
a joyful, happy bunch. Why are you crying?
Snoodles is
It's just so good.
Snoodles is latched onto someone's leg, and they're like dragging
Not
him.
again.
Snoodles.
It's because it's because the element in Soundscape is children laughing and crying. So
Understood.
I've turned it off. We still have children playing, so that should be working.
Nice.
Okay.
And we also have a means to We also have a means to distract Skabatha, and at least turn the hags against each other.
Yeah.
Really? How?
Yeah, Corey. How?
Wishbone.
Yeah. The wishbone.
Yeah,
There was a wishbone that if you reunite, it gives you a vision of Bavlorna scheming against Sabatha.
Say again, Craig?
Isn't there? I'm pretty sure we reached into a teapot and got a wishbone that was broken in half that contains the memory of, like, if you reunite those two pieces together, you get, like, the flash image of Bavlorna essentially shit-talking Skabatha and how she's planning on betraying them.
Indeed.
No? Is that not what...
I'd have to double check, but yeah, I think that's what it was, yeah. So the weakness, the forgetfulness, was that the first creature that Skabatha sees after she finishes a long rest is invisible to her.
Yes.
She can't remember seeing them or perceive it, even using her true sight, which she has, until the end of the next long rest. It's a whole day.
Yeah. So, that information is imparted, I guess.
Yeah, so if one of you can get into her chamber when she wakes up...
Just like... Bye! If it was Maxie, that would be so funny, though. It would be the ultimate Peter Pan sneaky move.
He's like, I can do it, I'll go.
Emin? Your brother. I'm not going to say yes or no, you do you.
Colby's mouth.
Indeed, I cannot counsel one way or the other, just so long as whoever does it remembers to set her on fire.
Why the obsession with fire, specifically, dearest?
Because the kids like to watch things burn. I'm trying to motivate them. Fire, yay, fire burns, ha ha ha. I don't care, so long as we deal with it whatever way. I am not good with the kinder. I am sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was mainly confused as to why set on fire. Like, there are other methods.
True, but one typically cannot go wrong with fire.
Then my only concern, honestly, is if we are chased into the woods, and we are chased by the enemy.
Who is on fire? Yeah.
Who is on fire. At the insistence. How are we going to negate their gaze? They have some very scary dogs. Trust me, one just took out a bite out of our dear friend here. And, I mean, you've already seen the other things they have under their belt. You're good with kindling.
Because Daisy just,
It's really good.
Yeah, you're good with the kindling, not the kinder. Exactly. You are right, Corey. I jest. I try to set her on fire. That is a foolish idea. No, I think whatever we do, our best approach is to do one of stealth and subterfuge. Indeed, to pull the entire heist, the whole caper off, under her nose without her even realizing until it is too late for her to do anything about it. That, I think, is our surest way of success.
And if
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you first. I was just
Going
going
to
to
say-
say, we have means to convince certain people to, well, maybe not behave. I doubt they'll ever be capable of that. But we have the proof. We can come in saying, hey, we have some evidence that your sister's scheming against you.
Yeah.
She'll
even
want to meet
better.
for that.
Even better, maybe when we are releasing the kinder from Loomlurch's candy factories, we somehow make it look as though Bavlona is the agent of this confusion and sabotage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have any access to frogs?
Well, if anybody would know where there are plenty of frogs, would be a bunch of little kinder alongside a river. And he will look at the getaway gang very meaningfully.
Remember, you also remember you were told there's a bunch of boggles in Loomlurch as well, created by the Children's Terror.
Yep. You impart that information. Remind me what the boggles do. Sorry, my brain is a little bit. We've had a lot of information.
I mean, they're just.
They're keeping them in check, right? Is the idea like the
Yeah, just
kind of
keeping them
self-monitoring?
in fear. Yeah.
Yep. And that kind of we impart that information. So we'll have to deal with them as well. The boggles are kind of frog-like, I guess. I do like the idea of blaming Bavlorna. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah. So it'd be the way. I mean, quite possibly Skabitha being of the Fae herself will understand that the boggles are or are not sent from her sister. Nine, only we could somehow bring a red cap out. But I think the frogs might do it. I might enlist the help of Will and of Maxie and the rest of the gang to see if we can find some toads and amphibians for our ruse.
They might be very useful, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we set her on fire. I need to play with Cousin Daisy.
And then we set her on fire.
Then we set her on fire.
Phantom boy as well.
Everyone wants everything on fire.
Apparently, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Secretly, it's how we Americans roll.
Okay, so you may click a long rest.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm going to kind of move through things here a little because there's just something I want to finish on.
Okay.
Long rest.
And
Yum.
the next morning, again, leaving Juniper with Little Oak.
Yes, I will say yes, because now there is far more obvious than a dwarven crocodile. I will say, Juniper, if I'm not back, be free. And if I am back, I'll see if I can get you a fishy. Do you like that?
As you walk away, Snoodle turns back to Juniper and is like,
I'm listening to this. And it's like, God bless your heart, Scarlet, because there is not a parent in the world that would be wanting to roleplay setting up childcare. Because we've all done it. I'm just like, she's getting a babysitter.
And you, the getaway gang, starts to make your way through the forest towards Loomlurch.
Trying to be sneaky about it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, you can
I'm
get
just
close.
picturing a whole bunch of kids being like...
I think... There you go. So are you going to stick with Maxie's plan of going to the Goblin Market?
I mean, all the other entrances are technically covered, and we are going to the Goblin Market.
And also, it's easier than us trying to create a whole new plan, so...
I would also say that in that time, during the long rest and just before we left, can we have attempted to give the kids, like, a whole bunch of frogs to unleash? Because I think that is actually genuinely such a kid thing to do and so funny.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the ones that are lurking near the garden.
Yeah, I want them to have a plague of toads, and then like Maxie can have an additional like 3 frogs on their person and be like hip hip. Right?
Sure.
It's just a great image.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially because it's just like Pavlona, your more lips. Like
You have
it's a
to-
regular frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to catch a few more as like Juniper eats quite a few of them. But
Bad
Why don't you go for the rainbow
Bad.
trout? Yeah.
and Stoodle's like, oh, we're allowed to do that, and they eat one as well.
Oh my spirits. Hands on hips. You too.
And you
Put the frog down.
make your way through the trees towards Lumlurch. And there is a forested rise above the site. This gigantic tree. It must have been so huge, so tall when it was upright. Just collapsed and lying across the river. And the river, there is the canyon beneath it, but the river's carved away. And it just bridges the gap. And it's clearly been there for so long and kept from rotting by magic, because there are, as in the artwork there are 3 gigantic trees rising up out of the fallen trunk itself. And let's see if we've got some box text for you. We've got a beautiful map for you. I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh, that.
Yeah, there's no like there's. Oh, here we go. Yes. So, as you reach that forested rise above the valley that contains Lumlurch, the forest is at its darkest here. Up ahead, the colossal dead oak lies on its side. 3 living trees growing naturally out of its fallen remains. Their shapes resemble towers, with candle-lit windows twinkling in the gloom, and wooden balconies encircling gnarled branches. On one side of the fallen tree, firelight spills from a pair of quaint storefront windows, illuminating a clearing filled with merchant stalls, as you see the Goblin Candy Market. Now, what time of day did you go here, and what's the plan with Scabatha's weakness? Are you going to try and exploit it, or what?
I really feel like we should, like, I'm not too sure, but it can only be one person, right?
Yeah.
I think it should be Maxie or Emin. Either of them, honestly. Emin's got a better chance of being able to get the heck out.
Okay.
And he's swift.
So you...
But I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Yeah. Well, let's say, I mean, you spent a... I mean, we'll hand wave it. You spent a day kind of travelling towards Lumlurch, basically, after a slow start. And you
It's
camp...
dusk.
Yeah.
It's dusk.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're-
so you
it-
camp
yep.
you camp near that. Let's say you camp near that fairy ring.
Yeah.
To the north. Up from Lumlurch.
Yeah.
And then, first thing, pre-dawn,
Yeah.
the next day, whoever's on watch shall wake everyone up. And
Yep.
you can implement the plan and attempt to have Emin be the first she sees. Or Maxie, whichever way you want to go. And there's only one thing of note that happens during the evening. Actually, Yeah, that's because that description I read to you before. I think you scouted out where it is, right? So you went within sight of Loomlurch and then retreated to camp.
Right.
Okay, so that Maxi could show you what he meant by each area. Like he's like, okay, there's the Goblin Market.
Otherwise we wouldn't know
there's
what
the
to
garden. Yeah. And as you were camping that night, there was one incident. Just about as you were being roused and ready to sneak through the woods before Skabatha awoke, there was a crashing sound of undergrowth and timber and branches snapping, as if someone was kind of being a little clumsy, and you hear the clang of metal, but not Tin Soldier kind of levels, just armor, as someone not being particularly stealthy. It seems to be coming from the direction of Loomlurch, not very carefully, so quite hurriedly it seems. And you all, with your sheer numbers, it sounds like there's only one coming. With your sheer numbers, you prepared for the arrival of whoever this was. And in the clearing of the mushroom circle, in the light of your fire, through the tree line, stumbles an armoured dwarf. Looking quite bedraggled, but wearing armour and with a sword and a shield. And he stumbles into the clearing and holds up his shield and thinks, "What? I mean you no harm. The name's Elkhorn.
Elkhorn?
Elkhorn of Valor's Call. I escaped from the kitchen. But there are others. There are children. We need to rescue them." And we shall come back to that next week with one Baron Dragonborn as Elkhorn the Dwarf.
What?
Which he just found out if he's watching still. As well. I didn't tell him who he was going to be, just that he was an NPC.
Nice.
Yes, Elkhorn of Valor's Call, the dwarven.
Good luck, Baron.
The dwarven fighter. Don't worry, Baron. I will send you all the details.
No.
Heck yeah!
We'll take it easy on old Elkhorn there. Yeah.
Yes, Elkhorn,
No.
Strongheart's most stalwart companion over the years, unflinchingly loyal, tirelessly optimistic, and fiercely devoted to the destruction of evil in all its forms. So yes.
Oh my god, you're a token paladin without the paladin.
I say we have him in tears in 45 minutes. You and I, Scott.
Oh,
Okay.
are we gonna try and make him cry?
No.
So
Yes.
He's already got that handled with my Patreon group. Don't even get me started.
So thank you all, my friends. Yes, we will return next time, hopefully with our other friends as well, and Baron Dragonborn as Elkhorn.
Woo!
And we will be into Loomlurch to save the children, recover Willie's lost... ... What are you still missing, Willie? What are the two things?
I can't keep a secret. I'm still missing the triptych of my family, the little pocket triptych.
Indeed.
And I can't keep a secret, as evidenced by the fact that I have to keep telling you. I can't keep a secret.
Oh, so that's like an actual legit thing. Okay,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yep, it's not just...
I thought that was character choice, and I'm like, man, just stick to that
Distill's
real well.
Place. Thank you for the
Right.
raid. Hello, Raiders. How you doing?
Wow.
Welcome, everybody.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, thank you for the follow. If we get 3 more of those, then we hit 1.6k.
Follow.
Thanks. Please do think giving us. Oh, that's 2 more.
Follow.
We're gonna finish
Finish
on a high
Let's
note
get
here.
Come on.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much.
One more,
There's
one more.
3. One more.
One more.
Come on, someone. Make our day.
One more. It's a follow. Costs you nothing. Come on.
You also get cool emotes for it.
Thank you. There is folks,
Yeah!
official QuestJunkiesUK 1.6 thousand followers. Thank you so much. Zachary Lears makes it 1,601.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you
everybody.
so
Thank you so
much.
much for joining us on our adventures. Thank you for that raid. And Sadie, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for answering the call there. You're absolute legends. Thank you so much. I hope you had a spectacular session. And another one, I guess, blasting past 1.6. Thank you so much. Evildoer, hello. How you doing, sir? And let's see. Oh, Bio, thank you so much. Thank you. All these follows. Good lord. Thank you, everybody. We will not make
Call
you
to
regret
action,
that.
then.
It is well
Action will happen.
worth your follow. If you like some D&D, do please stick around. And if you are not already, we do have a Discord as well. Jump into that if you're not already. And we might be able to... how did that work? Yes, there is. And we might be able to say thank you to one of you right away. If you want to jump into our giveaway, we are just about to draw a winner. So please do type !enter in chat if you would like to get into that
Hurry,
giveaway.
there's a giveaway on.
There's a massive bundle of urban and rural encounters from CZRPG, beautiful maps and
We
awesome
can't
design.
participate. Help! Let me live vicariously through you.
I think last year at this time, or like at the start of the summer when I found you, weren't you like just it was only a few hundred, wasn't it? It was like 600 maybe.
I was talking to a student about this recently because several of my adult students follow the channel's progress very, very interestedly. We were saying we should have like marked when each like milestone happened. I didn't actually, I'm afraid. But yes, good luck everyone. Thank you so much for raiding into us, and thank you for joining us here. We are wrapping up, but do jump in the giveaway for a chance to say thank you properly, materially, if you will. And also, if you'd like to see more, then we play plenty and plenty of D&D. Some exciting things coming up this weekend, so stick around if you would like to get a word of what's going on there. Hey, Turbo, how you doing?
Turbo.
Thank you so much, everyone. Wonderful to see everybody. Let me see. Okay. Let me... hang on. What's the difference between a fish, a piano, and a pot of glue? You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuner. That is true. Where's the pot of glue coming?
That's why I have been sitting
I'm
here
assuming
with
you're trying to put
on my
the
face.
piano on the tuner with the glue.
I don't know.
Tuner are quite big.
Let me give a shout out to Distal's place here.
Yes, please.
Shout out Distal's place.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Boop.
Hype.
What they've been playing? Hey Pixie, another of our recent friends. Streaming some
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons as well. Well, you came to the right place, Distals. Absolute
Nice.
pleasure. Thank you. I'm going to have it over there and give them a follow. Click. Okay.
Do-do.
And let's just return. Everyone in chat here, please click that link. Give Distal's place a follow. Check out what they're doing. I hope you had a fantastic stream.
Oh,
What are you
I
playing today, guys?
love the cover art.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, senpai.
Senpai da da
Senpai.
da da da.
What did you guys go look at?
Distal's place.
Oh, Distal's place.
Our raiders.
Distal's place. The profiles looks great.
And follow.
Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is September.
And
isn't
we
it?
also named a kitten this stream. That is true.
We did name a kitten. Yes, we did. D&D and the naming of kittens. Okay.
D&D,
Okay.
the
Oh, yeah,
naming
that's
of
right. It is
kittens,
September.
and we also named emotional. I love how we started with a very emotional beat, then
Yes.
moved on to a very stressful beat, and then moved on to a very comedic beat.
That was like a perfect session, right? It was like there was the emotional stuff and the RP and all that goodness, and there was lore drops, and there was the naming of chat's kittens, and there was combat. Basically,
was really
basically
good.
everything you need in a good session.
I hope you enjoyed that. By the way, Charlie, like me, sprinkles Corey backstory everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's I really much did, because when John was like,
Cheers, man.
"Oh, so tonight we're gonna like do some role play and like you guys are gonna sneak to Loom Lurch," I was like, "Cool! I can finally ask Scarlet all about Corey's backstory, because I am so confused what's up with the hair." So I appreciate
So
it.
much stuff. So much stuff.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
so much.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
it was
and-
epic.
and-
Yokata.
And Phoenix, you shouldn't be surprised. You consistently create magic on this stream. So
Yes.
Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure, as always. Thank you, everyone. All right, so let us wrap things up here where we can find our friends in the material plane and what's coming up here with this fabulous weekend of D&D we have planned for all of you lovely people. Some very special streams happening this weekend, so stay tuned for that information. And we will then be drawing our winner of the giveaway, so stay tuned for that. If you're in chat, logged into chat, we will be drawing from that group of people. So let us first start with these two lovely people. Corey, where can people find you on the material plane?
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlett Song, she, her. I'm an artist, a GM, and as of this week, a podcast host. So there's a couple of things that are up and around right now. The Lore Makers podcast has released, where we interview people of indie creators. Our interview with Cosmo the Dragonborn about his fantasy noir setting, and 40K is up. We're currently editing, well, I say we, it's me. I'm currently editing through Magic Fire, new webtoon original authors and artists stuff. My god, Magic's just got so much going on. I love her to pieces. And that's available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and a whole bunch of other places, which I don't remember off the top of my head. And then the other thing is, on the art side of things, it's Swordtember. So I've currently got a special for custom swords. So if you like yourself some fancy weaponry, hit me up.
Thank you. And there is the beautiful, beautiful sword, Iron Mane.
Iron Mane was for someone's specific Leonin character, and it was the weapon that they
Nice.
got at the end of a tournament. And I was like, oh yes,
Fabulous.
let me design your Final Fantasy sword. Let's have fun.
Mm-hmm. Meets the requirements there, definitely. Okay, thank you. Yes, everyone. Yes, as we were saying there, do ! Enter to jump into the giveaway. Find that fantastic encounter bundle from CZRPG, our wonderful friends, multiple best-selling DMs Guild author, and Willie, your good self.
Well, after that, hey, I'm DM Charlie. I and some other DMs I know rerun pro D&D games. We think we're pretty cool. We're not gatekeepers. Here. Thank you. That's very kind of you. We're not gatekeepers by any means. We just want you to come and have fun with exceptional, memorable role-playing experiences. Discover your legend. Love your game. DM Charlie Gaming. Find us on our Discord. Thank you, John.
Thank you. You're very
Good
welcome.
stuff.
Okay, and yes, as promised, we do have lots of exciting things coming up today. In 9 hours' time, we will be playing the final Spelljammer Academy, the senior class. The saboteur has been caught. They have discovered the plot to attack the academy and besmirch the name of Mert the Moneylender. And they found that their mission to claim the adamantine meteorite from the Beholder world on the edge of realm space was unfortunately unable to be finished, as strange mechanical beasts tore apart the Beholder ship that they were using to sneak in. That's when the senpais were called in, and a spelljammer is hurtling through realm space at spelljammer speed to catch up and bring our senpais to relieve these poor little kohai from their duties and finish the mission. We will be concluding the last community one-shot here of this series of 4 that we've had. We have a fantastic group of friends from the Discord. Another reason to jump into the Discord, my friends. The chance to play in one-shots from time to time. And you can join them on their voyage towards the Beholder planet as we...
Sorry, the infighting in chat.
Robojax, tonight, yes. It's tonight? Yes, it is, Robojax. It is in 9 hours. September 2nd. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, that is going to be kicking off.
Don't forget, you're tomorrow. We're yesterday.
I think Robojax is our end of the world as well.
Is it? Yeah.
No, Clay.
Robojax, where are you? I thought you were over this end of things. Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Japan. which is where I am,
Uh-uh.
folks. Which is why it's got time zone disruption here. Yeah, right. Yeah, Robblejack's are in my time zone. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Sorry, Robblejack's.
10 o'clock tonight, Robblejack's. Okay. Oh, Pixie, yeah, it'd be lovely to meet you. I hope you get the chance. Now,
Both of you, both of them.
indeed, and Ira, yes.
Yeah.
Although I think it's just one person. I'm not sure.
You know,
I'm
with
curious.
that name though, Pixie and Ira, I am really hoping that Pixie is like a nice young person, and Ira is like a sock puppet Muppet. Just I'm Ira.
See, when I hear the word pixie, I picture Pixie from Pixie and Brutus, the webcomic with the cat and the war veteran dog.
Gotcha.
I just went Pinky in the brain. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Pixie and Ira.
Multiple avenues, regardless.
And that is tonight. And we have 2 special sessions this weekend. So we have Spelljammer Academy in a few hours. Then Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, 10 a.m. Japanese time. It is round 2 of Rift Raiders, my friends. The spectacular.
It's time.
I am so proud of this little baby of mine. It is our new competitive Dungeon Dash style of play, and let me read the spiel for it this time. A group of wizards over on the coast have been messing with the multiverse. The crystal spheres are shattered and gone, the fiery phlogiston that burned and roiled between them absorbed into the glistening expanse of the astral plane. This has had unforeseen circumstances. Nexus gates have appeared across the multiverse, specific points where realities bleed into each other and worlds collide. This has messed up your current plans a bit. Your group has been together for a while now, adventuring through wild space and the astral sea. Then tragedy struck. You were attacked and overwhelmed by an illithid nautiloid ship. Languishing in their prison deck, you thought all was lost, but then a chance presented itself. The nautiloid was attacked and grievously damaged. Systems malfunctioned. The cell doors hissed open. Your chance to escape. Welcome, Rift Raiders.
Yes.
Join as 2 groups of 4 will be battling through a nautiloid spelljammer and trying to escape to
I love it.
to realm space and their own ship. Yeah, I should put better music on. There's just got this random sound effects going on in the background.
That's super fun. I love that.
So yes, they will be battling through the interior of this nautiloid. Who are the mysterious invaders that crippled the nautiloid? And are there any remaining guards for them to defeat and battle their way past? There will be puzzles, there will be fights, there will be tension, there will be wild magic surges triggered by the subscriptions of you lovely people, which is probably going to be even worse with September. It's cheaper for everyone to do it.
Yes.
So if you sub to myself or the other channel, because this is a joint venture, 2 teams, as I said, playing simultaneously on 2 channels here on QuestJunkiesUK and over on GM Workshop. There are a fabulous bunch of adventurers. For example, on my end of things, bloop, I will be joined by dreaded GM, Time Lord's wife, Carney Sideshow, and the Maharishi to hopefully once more hand GM Workshop's ass to. Hey, Pixie Era, thank you for the subscription. I am going to put that one in the barrel there for next time. Locked and loaded. Thank you so much, Pixie. So yes, my friends, we are going to be doing Rift Raiders Round 2 on the morrow. I hope you're able to join us. Last time, Charlie joined us for the last time, and we won by less than a minute.
Ooh.
The 2
And
started.
it was cool. It was fun. It was like, go, go, go.
Yes, if you want to have a quick glimpse, everyone, actually go to our YouTube channel and look at the, there's a little highlight reel from last time, just clips from last time. Do check that out. And yes, we will be doing that next time. And we start at the same time, go through the same dungeon, and the fastest team raids into the other channel to claim their victory.
So
And it's
good.
Very, very
It's,
exciting.
it's awesome. It's watching people get all like, ah,
And
It's cool.
then we will be coming round into the end of this week's streams with the fabulous team over at Candlekeeper Mysteries on Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Can't wait for that. And then that will bring us into next week. Sunday night or Monday morning, depending where you are, we have our evil campaign, The Hunger of Ithrin, and then we'll be back later in the week with Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond, and back here to Loomlurch. For the kids!
For the
For the
kids.
kids! Okay, right. Thank you. Phantom's scathing word will be in full effect. Thank you, Phantom. Okay.
Nice.
So, thank you, everybody. Absolute pleasure, as always. Thank you for all your readers. Thank you for sticking around. Absolute pleasure. Now, let us not keep you waiting any longer. We do have
It's time.
a giveaway.
Time.
Yes, presents.
Loot.
presents.
Where's the loot?
For raid purposes there. Okay. So,
I can only drum around so long.
I just want to double check everyone's in. I just want to double check everyone's in here. They are
Good luck.
indeed. Okay, closing up the sentries, friends.
Um,
Hey, Pixelated, thank you. Happy lurking. Okay, friends, so tonight's copy of the fabulous Encounter Bundle from CZRPG is going to... Phantom! Now, actually,
Wait, no, you've used one on.
Phantom, you already have this.
You already have it.
Lol, indeed. Congrats to yourself.
Wow.
Sorry, Phantom. I think we re-roll. Yes, I think we said at the start there. We're going to do a re-roll there. Just do not worry, Phantom. You are already on the receiving end of this as a Euro project. So Distals plays 100% in lurk mode now, doing decompress after the stream. I know that feeling, Distals. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know if you saw, your wonderful viewers got us over 1.6 thousand followers as they all jumped in and followed. Thank you so much for the raid. Absolute pleasure. And we, yeah, very pleasure. Yeah, our pleasure to follow you back. Absolutely. And thank you so much for everything. Fingers crossed, Papa Dragon says. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's have another roll of the dice here. Going to SRGA
Hey!
1990.
Nice.
One of our raiders, I believe. Can
Oh,
jump
magical
in there.
and new follower.
A new follower,
as well.
yes, one of our followers that got us over 1.6k.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Actually.
Are they still around, or did they head out?
Yep, no, they're still in logged in.
Oh!
So, yep, congratulations. Thank you. Yes, cool cat. I see you.
Yay!
Let's go,
Omedetou gozaimasu.
So yeah, SRDM, I shall be sending that to your whispers soon. Actually, I need to. Yeah, I'll send you a message about that because this is a big bundle, so I need to email it to you. Or CZRPG will be.
Damn.
Do not worry, you will not be entered into any mailing list or anything against your will. But it is a cool mailing list if you wish. Right, okay. Thank you, everyone. Absolute pleasure as always. Let us raid into our friends and sponsors, Agilitized of
Hell
Mathrax
yeah.
3D Minis, who will be here playing a one-shot with us someday in the future. They are playing themselves some Dungeons & Dragons as well. So let us go and see what they are doing. You know the deal, my friends. Stick around for that raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai.
Oyasumi!